Yeah, I did the thing again. I completely forgot this is not a gacha review, so I put on the wrong thing. Fantastic. Well, I guess there's the introduction. We still have an inventory for Minecraft review. I need to work on that at some point. That's probably going to end up happening after My Passion's already finished, or at least on our end. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Well met, lords and ladies. Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to an episode of Minecraft Review, not Gacha. And I believe the chat said that we have a guest who wants in. Yep, we have a guest who wants in. Okay, let me just sort that out. And that's really it. There's not much else to say at this particular point in time. Oh, we've got a DM, it seems. Hold on. We've got someone. Okay, another guest saying, "Can I join the stream?" Very well, very well. See, this is what I was trying to tell Adri at some point, that sometimes, no one shows up to these, and sometimes everyone shows up. It probably depends on the subject material, because by this point, you're also used to what we're kind of the brand of stuff in My Passion. So you probably kind of know a bit what to expect. That being said, Ghost Kitty did comment. I can't put the comment on screen because it was before I pressed live, which means that Rishi doesn't have the comment. But beforehand, saying that we were apparently preparing for something a bit more emotional, so potentially we're due for some emotional damage this episode that we are not used to in the realms of My Passion, which quite frankly I see as something welcome, I suppose. So yeah. Hold on. Yeah, so yeah, Ghost Kid is really at least not thinking, not not I mean, not looking forward to it necessarily. It's hard to tell with these things, people don't look forward to them per se, but they still show up. I don't know. Is this what Stockholm syndrome is? I'm not really sure. Anyway, speaking of Stockholm syndrome, introducing a person who was there when I named an episode Gacha Review Stockholm Syndrome. I believe he was there for that one. That would be our usual guest, Aiden DeBest.
Kaka, and maybe, I don't know, that's been a while. It's kind of been a while.
I'm pretty sure
you were Bad Boy?
Yes, episode 3.
Then yes, I was there for that. Wasn't that the episode Drunk Yuki?
Actually, no, that was the episode called Is Kitty Drunk? I think. That was a different one. Most of the time it's that was the first episode. No, that was the episode where he dresses up as a maid. Because I'm pretty sure Nova tells him that it'll be a good
idea. No, Nova tells him he should do it because something about making it up to Cole, even though Cole's a horrible person.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, he kept you in a room for the entire presumed weekend, just hoping you didn't miss any classes as a result of that. And
he put a shot collar on you,
Exactly, and then got offended when you said, please don't do that. So in order for you to make it up to him, obviously, go dress up in a maid. Actually, wait, maybe she just said make it up to him, and then, like, Yuki came up with the idea himself. I don't quite remember.
I don't know.
I would say let's ask Shorty, but I don't think they remember.
I don't think they remember. Honestly, I'm pretty sure they blacked out from the whole duration of making Tammy the Bad Boy, honestly. It was a giant blackout session.
I don't know, they blacked out during the review process, because I know they were playing The Sims during the entire process, just listening to us kind of freak out about it. Except for episode 1, I'm pretty sure episode 1, because it was just the pair of us. That was, can you review the birthday? Sorry, not the birthday. I read ahead. The Guardian season 2 episode 13 tomorrow. I'm saying that because I'm having her birthday tomorrow. Normally with the Guardians, I tend to go with like 2 episodes at a time. So whenever episode 14 would come out, but maybe since it's Prison's birthday, then I suppose I can make an exception. All right, fair enough. In some cases, the review on the channel isn't the best birthday gift. You'd have to ask Johnny, because I think Johnny's the other person that I've reviewed something on their birthday for. Oh wait, no. Also Shorty, because we did that deep dive into Taming Bad Boy copycats, since we're talking about that subject now. So yeah, maybe that. It's my birthday soon. I mean, well, granted, you did just give me a list of things that I haven't seen of yours that you've made from yesterday, so we'll save it for there. Okay.
Are you sure you want that though? You gotta make sure you really want it if you want us to do that. I don't know if you really want it.
Didn't we also do it? I think we did this Nightwolf Life on Emily's birthday too.
Yeah, which we need to bring that back again sometime. It'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, last one wasn't too long ago. I think we're on like part 8, 9, or something like that now.
Yeah, like 9, I think.
Yeah. Okay. They're all MVs. Oh, okay. All right. Potentially not then on the grounds of copyright. Anyway.
I mean, yeah.
Is the monkey's paw dynamic? Kind of, yes.
You got what you wanted.
Yeah,
you lost what you had.
I was gonna say, well, you get the review, but obviously it's a review. I'm not gonna,
You're not gonna be like, okay, since it's their birthday. Oh, this was a choice. Can't say anything bad. I like that one motion that they did with their hands. That was a good thing, and
I think I remember doing
decently written. I think yeah, that's all for the video. I can't say anything else that is possible.
I'm not sure if I did this or not in the end, but I think at one point maybe I did a review where I was pretending that everything was fine, but I was obviously phrasing my points in a way that, like, I'm clearly not. I'm going to pretend it's like, now somebody else might say that this particular progression is atrocious, and the way that it's presented visually, the fact you can't see half the characters would be an issue. But no, they're just being obscured or something. I don't actually know if that was what I was saying.
They're being obscured. It's actually all metaphorical. You see.
Yeah, they feel small and unseen, and therefore it's okay the camera points 5 meters away from them.
Obviously, obviously this is all just a creative choice that has a reason and not a poor video.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, monkey's paw. That sounds familiar. Become what is my biggest one having today. Well, it's another device that grants wishes. There's probably,
but it does it in a twisted way, kind of like some genie wishes or some like evil genie wishes, where it'll be like, oh, I wish to spend time with my mom, and then the genie twists that and be like, oh yeah, you get to spend time with your mom, her corpse, she's dead now.
Like that. Yes,
like something twisted of that. It's like you're spending time with your mom, dead. She's dead.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, so it delivers on what you've wished, but it punishes
not in the way you want
within your wishes. Yes. Anyway, you have a funny birthday, June 6th, 0606. Okay, I guess.
Well, I mean, mine's the 11th, so ha.
That's not really okay.
It's great.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we tried to do like a whole like quiz or something for your birthday. We still got that. We've got many to update it.
You know what? We could do it this year. I took off for my birthday if I'm home. I don't know. I mean, it's my 21st birthday, so I may go to a casino or not. I don't know. I want to go to a casino.
Okay, fair enough.
I want to gamble. I'm turning 21, meaning I could drink alcohol and gamble in the U.S. Okay, and I want to gamble. I will try alcohol, but I mostly want to gamble. Want to try gambling.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't develop a gambling addiction, because that'd be bad.
Well, I don't know. Last time I was in a casino, I got kicked out.
What?
Yeah, I didn't know it was a casino when I went in. I was like, oh, hey, I'm exploring a new area of Madrid. This is an interesting building. What's going on in here? It looked like an arcade, honestly. But then when one of the employees said, can I see some ID? I happened to not have it on me at the time. So said, like, no, it's fine. I'll leave. It's fine. It's okay.
Of course.
It's not really that eventful story. It's just what, the kind of thing that would make a good, like, clickbait title and then a 2-minute video.
I was kicked out of a casino.
Yeah, pretty much. And I was the same age I am now, so 24. So yeah, it's not.
Wait, aren't you? Oh well, yeah. If you had your ID,
so it's not like I was like actually,
underaged.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, okay. There's August birthdays in my family. It's rather difficult to find anyone in the outside world with that month. Isn't like a 12th of the population supposed to be born in that? Okay, never mind. Anyway, try beer first. Wine is awful. I've heard the opposite, actually.
I don't know. I just want to try a cherry flavored alcoholic beverage. Okay, I like cherry flavored stuff.
then probably neither beer nor wine would be suitable for your tastes. Because one's
Yeah.
made with wheat, one's made with grapes, so you don't want that necessarily. I'm sure there's a cherry cocktail of some kind. Or potentially, just
I'll
put a
just pour
cherry on
a-
top of one.
I'll pour a lot of grenadine in it. Just pour it all in.
Okay.
Grenadine.
All right,
Wait, no, it's a cup full of grenadine with a little a small shot of alcohol poured into it. It's just grenadine at that point. You're going, oh, just yes.
Yeah. I'll never forget the way how how like at our leavers party at university, because I don't drink alcohol, they just like, you know, to like have me include in like the shots, they just asked the bartender to put like you know, sparkling water in a shot glass, and I had that.
Oh god, I have had sparkling water. It was terrible.
Well, I guess not the kind that was in that particular bar. I see you waving, Ghosty. Hello. I'm just waiting for a lull in the conversation.
Oh,
What was
hello.
I was
what was
about
your
to say. You need,
21st birthday / gambling
you can ask
stories?
I was about to say, Aiden, if you need alcohol suggestions, you could ask the functioning alcoholic you know.
Well, you know what?
It's not
You
really
know
a
what?
people
You
we
should
tend to
send.
remember about you.
You should send me a list of good stuff I should try eventually. It'll be
Mhm.
great.
No, not really.
Alright.
I don't feel like sending that to you because you are younger than me and I see you as baby.
Well, you know,
I'm only a
send
baby
it,
for
What?
for like half a
send
month.
it to him on the 11th of June.
Yeah, exactly.
But you said for a minute you wanted to try an alcoholic beverage at some point. They do make fermented cherry wine.
Oh, okay then.
Ooh,
I did not know
that may
this.
be good.
Just like they also make fermented watermelon wine, which is my favorite.
Mhm.
I've had it several times. I usually mix it into smoothies, so it's not
Ooh.
as, you know, pungent.
I mean, makes sense.
Make yourself a nice fruity cocktail with that. It's gonna be great.
Exactly. Everything I drink gotta be fruity, like me.
Of course. Well, I mean, in that case, like actual wine would have been fine as well. But okay.
Yeah, wine. I mean, you know,
Yeah,
depends on
I'm
the
sure
flavor.
Ghosty
They have
Yeah,
chocolate wine as well. I learned recently. I'm like kind of intrigued by that, but that also
Yeah,
may
you
be
can-
kind of gross. I don't know.
In theory, you can ferment anything into a wine. Ghosty, wine or beer. I'm more impartial to like wines, but I don't like grape wine. I'm more impartial to like the outwardly fruity wines like watermelon, strawberry, papaya, cider,
Yeah. So to summarize, remember everyone, beer bad.
Beer bad. Oh my god, the Buffy episode. No, I
I
forgot about the
onto that
Buffy
one.
episode for a minute.
I knew you were gonna catch on to that.
I
Anyway,
forgot.
It's time for my passion, so I bought out the focus slime.
Oh,
So
I
I
see.
could-
Yes.
Ooh,
Weird enough, that slime draws focus from the chat onto itself, so it has the opposite effect for literally everyone else. But okay.
Like
All
for
right.
everyone else, it's an unfocused slime, but for me, it's a focused slime. Imagine not being able to drink until 21. What are you? Russian? French?
Yeah, imagine being like allowed to drink at 18, but deciding not to, even if you're 24. I completely weigh the 3 years of like head start and another 3 years on top of that.
Ghost Kitty is asking how I'm doing in chat.
Hey guys, the episode is
Uh,
finally
Oh,
here.
whoops, whoa.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. I was
oh.
loading the video. I did not mean to interrupt that. There you go. How are you doing?
How am I doing? I'm fine. I'm also really tired, but mostly because I haven't been sleeping well. Some medical stuff has been happening and my work, so I haven't been able to work on Monster Compendium. Big sad. Big upsetting moment. But other than that, I'm doing alright.
Yeah. Do fair be able to drink well before 18, Jacobs need parental permission. Actually, that is what happened. You know, both times that I actually did have alcohol, I was under 18, but I had parental permission, and I was in a private setting. You know, we followed the rules and whatever. And I also took on a couple of sips. It was disgusting. So yeah.
Yeah, I think like alcohol is gross.
Yeah.
Typically, how wine smells is like vinegar.
Strong.
I mean, champagne is supposed to taste good, right?
No.
I'm pretty sure champagne's just meant to get you tipsy fast. Like, it's just a very strong alcohol that's meant to get you tipsy fast. So, I think that's the main appeal of champagne.
Do you want to be bent under a table? Have a few glasses of champagne.
Exactly.
Or as the classy people call it, champagne. If you get that reference, you're my favorite person.
All right.
Did you get the reference, Jacob?
Unfortunately, no.
I saw your face.
Yeah, no, I was hoping that someone else would, fill in the blanks. Mostly Bond's the one who gets most of the references that I make, and vice versa. So you never know.
I got the Buffy reference.
Both ghosts are tied today. That seems like a sign. Yeah, you should both rest in peace. Anyway, let's go.
Why don't you let me rest in peace?
You're thinking about Buffy now a lot.
I'm thinking of Buffy now.
Fittingly enough, that was from the musical episode, and this episode, of course, is called Musical in Me. So, which is what happened in the Buffy episode.
Catboy alert.
Yeah.
Catboy alert.
Yeah, I think is whoever the VA for Ant is, and who was also Foxy Babe's boyfriend at the time. I think they're still together. I'm not sure.
If they're not together, that's gonna be awkward rewatching.
Oh wait, no. Oh wait, no. I think that's what partially what caused the end of the show was the fact that these two weren't together. Yeah. Imagine not recasting someone. But anyway, well, imagine recasting someone because you used to break up with them. Couldn't be me.
I sort of get it. It would kind of be.
Actually, it wasn't me. I didn't do that.
Yeah, it's like you didn't do that. It's the one thing you never did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but if the character is meant to represent you, and the boy you're dating is, the kind of the voice actor of the boy your character is dating. It gets kind of awkward really fast when you have to recast that character with a different VA.
Yeah, and, especially if that character was like a borderline self-insert. It's like,
Yeah, well, as far as I know, Baby is a self-insert, and also I think Angel as well, because Foxy Angel's the other Foxy sister, so they have the chat together. But apart from that, yeah, I believe that Ant's name was a full change. It's sort of the same way that Jason and Aaron, the lines kind of blur between them in some ways, and then they divert a lot in other ways. I'll leave it to that.
If needed, Atmo could recast Aaron in case of a divorce. That would be awkward, though.
That would be so awkward.
That would be very awkward.
But I mean, but clearly, Aaron has a lot of. Aaron is written so much like Jason, though, or like a lot of his past and a lot of aspects of his character is like folded in with Jason. So I don't know if you could really separate Aaron and Jason at any point.
I always thought that Aaron's past was much more, a new thing versus his present, which was more akin to Jason, and also the relationship between him and Aphmau is very much the same way that we know Jess and Jason to interact because we've seen videos of them just being themselves together. Never forget the sketchy saga.
Daddy.
Never forget. Oh, well, okay, we saw that too. I was more thinking like the personality.
Oh god.
Era, but
to be fair, they have young kids, so I think that's what she was getting at. I hope.
Yeah, I think so. Yes, he's probably used to calling.
They do have young kids, and it's kind of a Freudian slip of the tongue whenever you're referring to your lover outside of a family context.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because otherwise, kids will pick up on names used for other people. So actually, Dan Avidan from Game Grumps, NSP, etc., calls his grandmother Mum, and his parents by their actual names, precisely because that's what he heard growing up. Anyway, now on to this.
Patient and continuing to support us. It's been a rough journey. I've been working 2 jobs. I'm finally back on track, working just 1 job now. Foxy Babe has been under the weather lately. Well, I mean, that's probably an understatement right now, but she hasn't been feeling well lately. And anyways, long story short, it's just been pretty chaotic lately, and the episode is finally here, so please stick around till the end of the video, and I'll give you guys some more details on what's
No, I
going
don't
on.
want to watch the video
Alright,
now.
enjoy.
How dare you?
I did.
God.
Hey, dude.
Hey,
Where's his shirt? He hasn't. He's not wearing a shirt.
So remember how we just compared him to Aaron?
Yeah.
Saying the other night.
yeah, what of it?
Why did
They're
you
both
have
not
to-
wearing shirts. No.
Yeah.
Put on a
That's sort
shirt.
of that's
First
sort of the
song.
thing with this boy band, Aiden. They never wear shits.
That's stupid. Put on a shirt.
They're sort
Put on some clothes.
their branding follows the exact same mentality as Power Girl.
Yeah.
If people don't know,
know.
the reason that Power Girl has like a gap, like in this area, canonically at least, is
It's because
that,
she
yeah,
didn't
she
want a
doesn't like the
Superman
idea of
symbol.
she didn't like this idea of like any symbols being on herself, so she went the complete opposite direction.
I had nothing.
You would think maybe just having like that the area be fully blank would achieve the same effect, but I suspect that out of universe there might have been reasons.
Boobs.
Oh no, 100% out of universe. There were other reasons.
See, I accidentally broke her favorite
Hmm.
vase. I thought a song would be a lot
Also, I
cooler than
cannot
just a
hear
regular
it.
old apology.
Very quiet.
Oh, okay, yeah, I turned down the volume. That was me.
Oh,
That's one of
also,
everyone
this
needs
is
to pick
just
up
from a
moments.
skin making perspective. So this guy is meant to have a black earring, right? But
I mean, if he does, his ears are very far ahead of himself. Like,
no, but the way you would construct an earring is you would put it on the pixel next to it, like the pixel to the right of it.
oh yeah, so like
you'd
a
move,
stud on the side, yeah.
yeah, you would move right one thing because that would be that's the place where you were. If you're gonna put like a little pixel there to like represent an earring, that's where you're supposed to put an earring. I've put an earring on a few of my characters when it comes to Minecraft skins, so that's what you're supposed to do if you're gonna actually try to illustrate earring. Putting it on that pixel doesn't really make any sense. Plus, in real life, that would mean the thing is like on like the middle of your ear. Like I don't know how to describe it. It wouldn't be on like your little part where they're normally piece.
It's kind of the same way. Kind of the same way that Kawaii Chan's bow should be fused to her skull, and then eventually that was corrected. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron and Gareth ripoffs hanging out. I don't remember any names besides Baby, Angel, and Sugar because they're all terms of endearment. Yeah, I get the impression that in real life, the actual mother of the Foxy sisters had a bit of a theme going.
Wait, in real?
Or potentially was just like very uncreative in terms of name. Like, hey, what would you like to name your baby?
Baby.
Baby. Oh, what about this little angel? I think you know my answer.
Angel.
Maybe. I don't know.
Wait,
Also,
imagine there was like a messed up version where it's like, what do you want to name this little hoe? Hoe!
why would
No, the nurse just does that out of spite to see if they can actually name him that. It's like, oh my god, no!
Actually, I had this
wait to
story.
meet our cousin, Abomination?
Actually, I had this story recently from Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like the grandparents' names are Harvey and Charlotte. So the mother of the baby wanted to smash those two names together and create something cute in memory of
Oh,
their
no!
Oh, okay.
You do not sash those two together in the way
Yeah,
of
no,
thinking.
that took me a second. I was like, huh, Shavi's not that bad. And I was like, wait, no, wrong way round. Okay,
Other way, not that way, definitely.
I see. Okay. Let me just do to a bingo. Yeah, I get it now, Ghosty. I can see it in the chat. I know it took me a while, but I did get there. Anyway, also it wouldn't have been spelt like that if you think about the way that Charlotte's actually spelt. You have an extra letter there. But anyway, whatever.
I know, but
It's just that, well, I mean, how it's pronounced wouldn't change.
This
how
is
it's
true.
pronounced wouldn't change.
Yeah. Oh well, good luck to baby Shavi out in the world.
Shaving is actually cute. The other one is not.
Horrible.
Yeah. You know, we should make that we should make that like a joke in like a series or something. We just like say like, you know, the character's name is actually Shavi, and was like, oh, this is why, you know. It's like, oh, that's a very cute combination. Yeah, I dodged a bullet in terms of the order. Then we just leave it at that. We don't elaborate. We don't explain. Anyway.
I'll be grounded for a bit.
Wow, you're
Oh yeah, by the way, what happened last episode was that he delivered like an apology song that was written by by Gareth on the left over here.
Gar
Like
Gar.
I don't like how we're just calling these characters by, you know, their closest AFMAV counterparts.
We've
wanna
been calling the
know-
one by Travis for the whole series.
I know, because he looks like Travis. He
Yeah,
even
and that guy looks like
sounds
Gareth.
like Travis. This is just the Men of My Street TM.
Hey,
in
look,
boy band
as
clothing.
it's not as bad as Royal Fairy Academy, where the actor who plays the character of Adrian, you know, sounds a lot like a different character by the name of Adrian.
Also, you want to know what's ironic about Garth over here?
Yeah.
He
See,
has
it's
an
catching up.
English accent, much like Garth's VA.
Yeah, sometimes I think, how deliberate is the casting in some of these role plays?
How deliberate is the casting? I don't think this one was deliberate at all.
Yeah, you know, see, it's interesting because like I made a video like 6 years ago or something where I talked about the similarities and differences between Mystic Hills and My Street, because Lady Mania at the time was getting a lot of comments talking about how similar Mystic Hills was to My Street in a bunch of ways and saying there was a whole ripoff or whatever. Yeah, they got that wrong. This is the ripoff right here. This is the one people should have been focusing their attention on if they wanted to conduct the vitriol. But anyway.
friend, dude.
Thanks.
Also, I think I've heard that song, actually, the Book of Life one.
Hey guys,
No, so that-
what do you think of my new look?
Oh my god, it's Travis!
What did we just say?
With a blue streak of hair! I forgot about this part!
I forgot about I think the blue streak is actually new. That's the new look. So now it's Travis and Ian combined.
No,
Actually,
no,
no,
it's,
there
no, it's
was some-
Travis and Dante. Travis and Dante fused.
It depends on the hue of the blue. We'll see how bright it is.
Dye your hair.
Yeah, and why blue? You totally could have gone red.
Oh no.
Just kidding.
Well,
it looks
I
kind of
think-
nice.
I think he went blue.
You totally could have gone red, and I say that with no bias whatsoever in terms of my inspiration.
I mean, I think he went with blue because you guys' uniforms are blue. You know, color matching or whatever.
Guy yesterday, and all the girls were fawning over him. He had blue hair, so I thought I would try it out.
Whatever, dude.
Okay, that's a little bit of a
Okay, we
strange
don't
reason to
actually
dye her hair.
see. Yeah, we didn't see the full.
Actually-
Okay, look at that. Yeah, the shading of it, that's definitely more Ian than it is Dante. But I think the inspiration for it is definitely Dante, you know, guy that Travis idolized in high school that, you know, was popular with the ladies, or at least in his mind, and took him under his wing. Yeah.
I wonder. Ooh.
Yeah. It made it blue. Oh, great.
So I was thinking about taking part in the high school's musical.
That's awesome.
She sounds so
baby.
monotone. That's awesome, baby.
I mean, also, I was thinking of taking part in the High School Musical. So yeah, they all kind of sound a bit monotone right now. That being said, the High School Musical was actually announced a couple episodes ago. In fact,
High
it was right
School
before.
Musical.
Yes, it was actually right before the best song that we've seen in this so far in this series, which just so
God.
happened to be the one that Anthony stole from Baby, that was written by her deceased father. So we're still kind of unpacking that one, I think. Actually, wait, no, we're not entirely unpacking that. Now we're unpacking the fact that Ant apologized via song that he didn't write, which is the same problem that he had originally. He didn't write the song that, you know, caused this whole issue. But, you know, that aside, and then afterwards, Baby's response was to immediately retreat and start blushing and, you know, process some new feelings, which, you know, that is what we're unpacking now, of course.
Yeah, also, by the way, speaking of songs from the series that someone here was talking about making something on, Ghosty, are you actually gonna make that, you know? The video you started working on.
Yes, I am.
It's gonna be
I'm still
awesome.
working on it.
I'm so excited for that video one day to come out eventually.
Mm-hmm.
It actually used one of the songs from this series.
High school is killing me.
How did you know? How did you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, you're in the group chat of which I showcased the idea. Of course you. Oof. Sorry, I'm
Pushed around. I'm going to show my savage side.
Savage
Nice,
side,
but
dang.
don't get too
You
lost
sound
in
like a
the wild side.
savage.
Yes, clearly, a savage. Only savage people, audition for things in a school that you had to audition to get into in the first place.
I know, but I need to do this for me. To help boost my confidence off stage.
To help. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, yeah, bit of a weird phrasing there to say help boost your confidence off stage by going on stage, but actually that is, kind of what I did when I was younger. So yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, honestly, I
I'm
think
sure
the
Miss
more you're
Melody
on stage, the less stage fright affects you over time. The more you get used to it.
That's the theory, at least. So some people kind of go in the opposite direction, and some people will just say, "Oh, stage fright's a sign of caring" or something. It's like, okay, I'm not going to force myself to get scared just to prove to you specifically that I care about something. Okay, but anyway, that's my personal gripes aside. People have different views on that, but at least in my case, yeah, it's I pretty immediately was kind of immune to stage fright to some extent, and the only increase my confidence from there. But yeah.
You should sign up for the musical committee. I'm sure you would be a gold
Musical
card to the
committee?
team.
Yeah.
Like, do they make original musicals, or like, do they like decide on what musical the school's gonna show?
I don't know. Music committee kind of sounds like
Musical committee, not music committee. Musical.
Okay. All right.
So it's even more hyper specific.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't
Use your
know.
songwriting abilities.
Yeah, use me.
Why is she
That's not what I
annoyed?
meant.
I think what
Yes, but what Baby is saying is that she wants to increase her confidence, implying that she wants to get on the stage, particularly. So I think she wants to perform in the musical, and this is kind of inadvertently coming across as her friends talking her out of it, even though that's not their intention.
Oof.
I guess.
But why do we have to come stage and boost confidence? Being in front of people are scary. You just answered your own question, Ghost Kitty.
Shoot, I better run if I want to sign up for the committee.
Oh, okay. I guess they did talk her out of it. Is she gonna sign up the wrong section or something? It's like, cast committee, that she puts her name in the wrong place or something.
Whoa!
Or she bumps into somebody. Okay.
Oh my god, is that a love interest? Ooh.
Sorry, I can't stay to apologize.
You
I'm in a
normally-
hurry.
We. Well,
Maybe she'll belt finally. I'm kind of shy when he's singing. Honestly, same, but we'll see.
oh my gosh, she's stalking.
That's more pom-poms than a cheerleader would normally hold, right? There's several in their hands.
Travis, without his hair dyed. Oh god, a house on fire.
Yeah. So that was from the Christmas special that we only found out after it was over was set in the future. So technically that house fire hasn't happened yet.
Wait, there's
Yes,
a
it
house fire?
will.
Why did the house burn down? What happened?
Oh, it was like a neighbor's house or something, then Baby entered to save the children.
Okay, that seems weirdly high stakes from this slice of life musical series about a high school where people learn how to sing and talent and stuff. That seems weirdly high stakes for this kind of show.
Don't you worry, because it technically hasn't happened yet.
Why is the music so dramatic as she's running to it?
Because she's late. She's got to get there quickly, you see. It's going to amp the tension.
Putting
Right.
dramatic
Too bad,
music behind
really.
something that isn't very dramatic doesn't make it dramatic.
Well, it's supposed to help.
It's supposed to help.
It doesn't
But in this
make
case,
it,
it
make it doesn't change it, make something non-dramatic dramatic.
Yeah. What is
Like,
it? What is it?
she's
Here?
going in and out of random rooms, so I think she's lost.
Oh God.
Let me just let's see. What is it? Oh, keep off during performance. Just exit to where? Just says exit to in the other place. What is that?
Exit to somewhere. Exit to the underworld. To the
Well, if
afterlife.
you look at it, it's a black room, so it might be exit to life.
Exit to. But that's an entrance then, wouldn't it be?
Exit to death.
Oh, exit stage right. Anyway. Sorry, you okay? Watch where you're going, princess. He growled, leaning over her. I own this school. Watch yourself. I mean, she did bump into. I think it was either Katie or Ant who she bumped into first. I think it was Ant who bumped into first, and that's why he starts calling her princess. So actually, yeah, the pink princess thing was very much built on that, and then Katie kind of like, cornered her after that.
God,
Because you have-
remember, crap, what was it? No, it was the Aphmo thing. It was Aphmo Gotcha skit where she kept bumping into people, so they would become her love interests. Or people kept bumping into her and be like, oh no, now we're love interests. Like Gotcha skit. It was great.
Yeah. He'll be here right now being, I'm late for a very important date. I'm late.
As I said before, she's entering and exiting random rooms, so I think she's just bona fide lost in her own map.
Yeah, probably. I mean, unless she knows where the sign up is, it could be just a room she hasn't actually been to in the academy yet.
I mean, to be fair, when my anxiety gets high, I start making more mistakes than I normally would because I freak out. Like, ah!
Fair enough.
Exit to the void.
Yep.
I'll never find her before class starts.
Do you know the person who has the list?
Oh my God! You're running into every set you have built, being like, I gotta go into every set.
I mean, like, some of these would put him in like one-off sets
Haven't got enough
potentially.
art curriculum to pass the
They need an
academy
excuse
this
to
year.
use them again.
Only being in music is not enough.
But that's his element.
I know that. He can sing, but that's not enough.
I mean,
What
this
would
is
you
performing
have him
arts
do?
school, so I can see that.
If he wants to pass, he has participated in the high school's musical.
All right,
In a high
sounds like
school
a
of
fair
musical.
offer. I'll talk to him
High
about it later.
School Musical.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I forget all the songs from High School Musical, if I'm honest.
No, I know which song you're referencing, but I too have forgotten that, and I saw those films recently.
I feel like I'm watching the wildebeest scene from The Lion King with all these violins. Yeah, but at
my.
least during the wildebeest scene, I could hear Scar actually talk over the music.
This is true, yeah.
Long Live the King. What'd you say? Long Live the King. What'd you say, Sonny?
yeah, as Mufasa's falling, what was that? I said, long live the king!
Maybe like, how dare you?
Save me, super guy? No. Okay, really building up that reveal there.
It's a dramatic review.
Miss Melody?
What were we doing?
Baby, please come in. Is something bothering
Please
you?
come in. She's already inside.
Yeah, I was about to make a joke about reading a vampire having to be invited in, but I'm like, wait, that doesn't even make sense because sorry, and never mind.
Yeah. Normally I would say in this case, hey, the director had a bit of miscommunication with the writer, but in these kinds of videos they're normally the same person, so I don't know how that happened. Anyway.
I am Bill, and I am Jerry, and we are not the same. I don't know. I'm trying to make a parody.
Is the director Bill and the writer Jerry in this case or something?
No, I don't know. I don't know who the writer and director are. You think I know this crap? I don't.
Well, I'm pretty sure the writers and directors are the Foxy sisters themselves.
I am.
If I had to guess, it's probably Foxy Angel calling most of the shots right now, while Foxy Babe is the one obviously playing Baby in the first place, so she's in most of the scenes anyway in front of the camera. But and then they both wrote it. That's how I imagine this came together.
Probably.
Well, tell me, what's up?
I would like to sign up for a position on the musical committee.
Really? That's wonderful news. Mr. Notes told me that you have a
Sounds so monotone.
Mr. Notes. Is that the? Oh wait, that's definitely the music teacher, isn't it, Mr. Notes?
You know, I think we should give them notes on their naming schemes.
Potentially, yeah.
Yes, I do. Remember the song I sang to get into the art academy?
Was she there for that?
That's right. You wrote that one and sung it beautifully.
Yeah, you sang it.
Thanks.
Well,
you sung
I
it.
definitely think we can make a spot on the committee for you.
Oh, is it too much trouble?
Watch her audition and then not make it. Ah, but don't you remember? She's the mystery singing girl with the angelic voice that just blows everyone away so much in comparison to everyone else. I don't know. Which incidentally, that kind of reminds me of the Kolyoko episode where Aelita's like the mystery DJ that Chris is trying to look for across the school or something, and then that whole ordeal happens.
Yeah, that's the mystery person is actually a trope.
Yeah, I mean, hey, for more similarity, it's also a character with pink hair.
Oh my god!
Just
Baby
because
is Aelita.
Yeah,
Confirmed.
Just because you're combining my two favorite shows does not mean you're gonna pass my passion. Anyway, doesn't make it into play. I'll take everything back about the series. Also, who said that? Well, the mystery thing. Yeah, a lot of people have been saying that.
Not at all, sweet girl. We have a musical meeting lunchtime in the theatre. Why don't you join us there?
Shouldn't this be like?
Why is the camera
like
panning
the-
away?
Oh,
Also,
no.
why are these shots so far away? Okay, is like the Fox sisters like allergic to like close-up shots? Like
Yes,
when
yes, they
when
are.
I did Minecraft when I was working on my like cinematic Minecraft roleplays and like doing all that stuff, I did have long shots and like shots from a slight distance, where you see both characters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I also mixed that in with camera work of close-ups, over-the-shoulder shots, and like just a handful of other different kinds of shots that weren't just the camera being zoomed out from the whole thing. It's like, come on, you can't really see the characters' faces or anything. You can't really see much of the characters. Like the characters are like small. Like if you're going by like the box method, they're like maybe in like half the screen at most. They're not even in much of the screen.
Yeah. Believe it or not, it's not the worst that I've seen in Minecraft roleplays, but it's far.
Okay, it's been there was worse, but that doesn't make it good. That's like being like in Gotcha, me like, oh no, this video is complete crap, but it's not the worst.
I mean, I have had to say that a couple of times, mostly because Josh will ask me randomly sometimes, hey, is this better or worse than, XYZ series? And it's like, well, a lot of the time, no, is the answer is not worse than that one. But
that doesn't change the fact that it's not good.
This isn't a camera, it's just a bunch of flies experimenting this paint drawing of a story. The camera would be a lot worse if it was a bunch of flies, really. Just be like going like up and down. And
it just like spins around like, woo!
Yeah.
Well, we did. We did have Mimi's song from outside of a window, so that actually kind of checks.
Yeah, okay, we're all in agreement that the cinematography in My Passion has always been atrocious, and yeah, with a few exceptions, has not improved, and they are allergic to close-ups.
The constant pausing.
Thank you, Miss Melody. I have art class now. This should be fun. I did draw a little.
What, when you did draw a little in the past in your life?
Welcome everyone to art class. Today we'll be focusing.
Today we'll be guessing where I'm recording this from. Is it a tunnel or an echo chamber?
Is it am I
Actually, it's an echoey, empty closet.
Actually, no. I recognize that sound quality. It's a high school bathroom.
You've recorded inside of a high school bathroom before?
Yes.
Oh god.
Don't you remember? I was in a multimedia class, and that included photography.
Okay.
So we had to film around the school, like, interesting things that were happening. And my group was like, there's a clogged toilet. Let's go check it out.
Okay.
So I know that sound quality very passionately.
Great.
That's
Now I
a
have
high
even
school
more
bathroom.
questions.
That high school bathroom sound quality. Girl, why are you recording your audio from the toilet?
Yeah, like I was gonna say, at least like wait until you get home potentially, or I don't know, find it anywhere else that's not like I'm just gonna lock myself in a cubicle stall and record. I guess in between walking to class. I don't know what happened. Anyway, now just imagining this actor asking to like go to the bathroom in class in order to record the lines and come back. Anyway. Someone seemed to when Garth was Drew back in Phoenix Drop High. I remember that being funny. Yeah, potentially. There's like two characters in here that like want to draw each other, or in a trio, then we might get that. We'll see, though. Of course, we've got to bear in mind this episode is supposed to be about the musical in Her, so we'll see how she gets out from the community, not the community, the committee into, I guess, the spotlight, which I think what's going to happen today.
Nicole here is my best student. So if you have any questions, please ask.
I don't see.
Oh, look, there's a study ring.
Baby, over here.
I don't see anyone I know. I'm right here. There's no one here. Hi, baby, it's me, person you know. I'm completely alone. I recognize that voice, Echoey Angel. What, Echo Angel? Nah, that channel's dead. What do you mean?
Hi.
Oh my god, another boy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Oh, she's already blushing.
In front of you.
I think that's a bit of a camera trickery there, because obviously they didn't want to change the facial expression midway through filming this. So they just had her facing backwards and then turn around to show that she's actually blushing.
Now, this is the new love interest.
Yeah. Now, of course, one might say that going from like a left to right justified shots would actually be a good place to transition those things and change the model over, so you wouldn't have to worry about that situation. Add a bit of like a blush sound effect in there; it would have been way better. But at least this does show a little bit of thought in terms of the blocking. I still don't know why the camera seems to be like always fading away from them every single time. I think maybe they set like some sort of like default setting. On like, I don't know, Blockbuster or whatever they're using to film this right now, and they didn't know how to turn it off, so every camera angle pans backwards, and potentially that means that the faster the panning, the shorter the shot's actually going to be. So maybe that's why some of the longer shots will take forever to retreat. It might be something to look out for.
Oh no, I'm just glad you're not hurt.
Well, let me introduce myself properly. Hi, my name is Baby.
And they didn't change the model back now.
That's an interesting name. Hi, Baby.
Yeah,
sure
it's an interesting name. I agree, it's a horrible name. Thank you for
Nice to meet you, Tyson. Again, I'm sorry.
No sweat. Do you mind if I paint next to you?
No, I don't mind at all.
Chisel and Bits, I love that mod.
Paint how you see me.
So, what was that all about? And who is that guy? He's kinda cute.
He could also probably hear you right now. He's right next to. And also, it seems like they did change the model to like the blush this time. So they can do that. Please do it more. But also, yeah, again, Tyson very much within earshot right now.
Well, you see, it's like most things. The story ignores the fact that people can hear when it's convenient.
Yeah, that's well. This is inspired by My Street after all, so it makes sense. Back off! She's mine. She belongs to me.
I am the alpha.
Concept of you. I just want to make sure you're not going for any girls in my league.
No, I just want to make sure she's alone because that's what she deserves. Totally, I totally don't like her or anything. God, that'd be gross.
Weirdly enough, a lot of alphas are tsundere.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
Today, I was running to sign up for the musical.
Sign up for the musical? I thought you were signing up for the musical council.
Well,
yeah,
just
joined the committee.
I thought the musical council helped.
I'm on the committee. This is gonna be so much fun.
Okay, that's confused. I'm sure.
Hi, Kaylee.
Wait, does the back of his jacket have the Illuminati symbol?
I don't. Let me just zoom in.
The triangle with the
eye.
It
does. Yep. That's
why is that on?
Yeah,
is he a part of the Illuminati? Is that canon in this universe?
I guess.
He joined the Illuminati, fam.
Yeah, I never thought I would say this unironically in a video ever in my life, but Illuminati confirmed. There you go. Also, I love the way this thing is just like art class. That's I guess that was the only way to write the letter S with so many chisels and bits, probably. I imagine.
Yeah, chisel and bits aren't tiny enough to do.
I would at least resize the A into account for that personally, but
Art class.
Art class.
Art class.
No way! Oh my god, the class is run by a snake. That's it. That's why it's like that, because it's run by a snake. That woman is secretly a snake somehow.
A snake that recorded inside of a high school bathroom.
Oh my god.
Like, I can understand. We know that Baby has had tight audio deadlines before, so she could probably only record audio, like, in a hurry someplace.
She probably just ran to her bathroom and be like, okay, I gotta do this.
This audio quality won't be good, but it's okay. She won't doctor it in any way or make it louder to compensate.
She won't do anything to fix it.
Everyone needs a DJ Savix from time to time. This guy and his Harry Potter references. Honestly, that was a complete accident, but I see what you mean by like the snakes in bathrooms now.
There's a snake in my boot.
I just collected that. That just entered my mental sphere.
I think it's clear for Aiden yet.
I haven't listened. I know about Harry Potter, but I don't know. I listen.
Okay, well,
How many are there? 36?
I mean, there was a ogre in the bathroom, not a snake. I don't remember.
That was a troll, but yeah. That was the year before that. Anyway, 36, but last year there were 37. Which, by the way, a good example of a line that should have been redirected. It should have been like 36, but last year there were 37 or something like that. Not just like, but last year. Anyway,
hey,
that's a common thing that happens with child actors. You just one you have to account for. But yeah. Well, the fact that Ghost Kitty, not Ghost Kitty, Ghosty said before that the audio quality was from a girl's bathroom, from a high school bathroom, so that's why.
Yes, anyway. I recognize the audio quality because without the proper doctoring, it's going to be echoey and, terrible.
Yeah. Here's the question: was it inside or outside of a cubicle?
Inside.
Oh no, there's different quality inside and outside a cubicle.
I know,
if
that's
you're
why I
inside
asked.
a cubicle, you could actually get decent audio, but if you're outside the cubicle, that audio is going to be bouncing off all of those walls,
Oh, man.
especially if there's nobody else in there.
You were so close, VA, that I don't know the name of. Anyway. Bono from Burning Myrtle.
I have the best sound quality. But you know what? My cubicle.
That's what I gotta work on that impression a bit more, but you get the idea.
Nicole, that's my friend Baby. Nicole's on the committee as well.
I need to step away
Really?
for a second.
Yes, I work.
Oh god, the audio dip. None of these characters sound like they're in the same room.
You know what? I actually watched a video by Write It Out today talking about a story where he got kicked out of a group for being too good at voice acting.
What? Oh god. How do you get kicked
Yeah.
out for being too good?
Well, it's because apparently the server owner decided that because of the fact that the quality and delivery was so good that it would outshine everyone else.
Well, that's why you gotta try to get them to up their quality or find ways to edit the audio so it sounds on par. Or degrade his audio so it sounds on par. I don't know.
Well, I
Make
mean,
up your choice.
Yeah, the other choice in that case would have been one thing that Write Out himself said at the time, because they said he regretted saying this, was that you could just like recast to like find better voice actors that would
Well, I mean,
which I mean, admittedly, like, is an option as well, because it seemed like in that particular example that they just end up casting the first person who auditioned for those particular characters each time. So it kind of seemed like we're just like rapid firing this. It gives off a lot of first project energy, essentially.
fair enough, First project energy.
Kicking right off of a stream who took it at V8. You can have my own stream. How's that supposed to work?
Yeah, you're too good, Jacob. You're too good.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, I
Hey,
guess
doing your range
because
somewhere else.
yeah, like ultimately, Write It Out said that if one person stands out a lot more than the other, in either for better or for worse, it's going to take people out of the illusion. So I guess you have to go with some form of consistency. Although, of course, if I'm like, as I said,
I don't know if you want worse consistency though. I don't know, like worse. I mean, I would probably want the best quality consistency.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, that it's as far as behind the scenes of the music goes, a lot of the VA's audio quality is a lot different to himself. So, a substantial amount of time is actually spent, trying to make sure that everyone sounds, on par with each other. People require different levels, like noise reduction at one point. Apex will have to turn off their ceiling fan, presumably. So, things like that happen. And also, Shorty used to be barely audible until I tuned them up a lot for Raina.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
And Dylan had the opposite problem. Dylan was too loud. He's too close to the microphone all the time. I have to tune him down a lot. Yeah.
I mean, I think Shorty as times went on has gotten better about being slightly louder. He's like, I know at a certain point for like Alana's lines, I had to turn Shorty up so much.
Yeah.
Not hear Alana's lines properly. It's like,
that was the same period. Yeah.
It's like quiet lines.
Like when it comes to quiet lines, I think I have the same problem with Sue's VA, to where I have to like go in post and turn all of their lines out.
Yeah, well, for Sue that matters a lot, particularly because of like the character of Sue being as bombastic as she is. That kind
bombastic side eye, criminal bombastic side eye.
I was thinking more bombastic TV, given the circumstances, but that works too.
Hey!
But yeah.
Yes, I work on sets and props.
That's cool.
One of the things I like about theater, though, is I never really got a chance to play around as much. But honestly, in theater, I want to work behind the scenes too. Like I do like the idea of being in productions, But I also would love the idea of just working like on a set or like working behind the scenes for lighting or something. I don't know, something cool like that. Honestly, I think that would be really cool. Like, I mean, I'm into that kind of stuff too.
Okay, potentially.
Technical theater is really interesting to me.
That's something we could look into for drama club. Obviously, Tori's the technician, but I mean, like, as far as like the actual putting stuff together for the, the actual series, we can. we can somewhat account for that. I will say, as a director, I did actually have to. I don't have to like plot lighting and sound effects, and there's actually 2 separate scripts you would give to like that department, and then working through the tech rehearsal was actually that was actually no, it was actually smooth. It was surprisingly smooth both times I did that. As one part directing I got right, which is a relief.
You smoke everyone here.
You smoke everyone.
Anyway,
Dang,
I better
yeah.
get back to my art.
Like outshines them.
Oh, nice meeting you.
I mean, well, we're in a high school, dude, or like a.
Anyway, better get back to my art. Over and out.
No, but we're in an art school, dude. Like kids talking about smoking, they're probably smoking weed or cigarettes in the bathroom.
Well, except not this time, clearly, because that wouldn't mean you're smoking other people. The context is kind of against you, that one. But yeah.
I remember my high school had a big weed problem.
Apparently, my high school had a big weed problem too. I just was kind of super oblivious to it. I was oblivious to most things. There was a girl apparently at my school who's like well known for doing crack constantly at school, and I'm like, what? I did not know about any of this at the time. When was this happening? I wasn't paying attention. It's like, oh dang, is the girl doing crack? Oof.
My school actually had a patch of woods right next to it, with a creek.
Oh dear. Oh.
Anyway, my school had a patch of woods with a creek. And what was that cut? That was a really awkward cut.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I'm noticing something that every time I pause this, it seems to go back a few frames and then it will like jump ahead to where it's supposed to be again, but we'll miss out on whatever's gone on in between. That's not happened before. I don't know how to fix that.
Restream be tripping.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Time flies when you don't write for the lesson itself and you just skip ahead.
Also, by the way, I can confirm it. The teacher had to install audio, except for her first line when they walked into the classroom.
Oh my god! Do you think that they like turned on their phone and then like they were recording outside, then a cubicle became available, and then they went inside to finish off the recording?
Yes, I am 100% that maybe happened.
Oh my! Okay. Those paint pans look like M&M cookies. See it. I forgot those existed. Dang it! Now I'm hungry.
I'm scared.
Hey girls, what's up? Baby, what's wrong?
I need some air. What's wrong with me? On stage I'm okay, but I just... I just... No, I need to...
Oh my god, oh no! Oh no, she's singing and we're looking from the outside of the booth while she sings! No!
Well, okay, I think this is an establishing shot, Aiden. I think we're going to go inside the booth as she records something else.
Also, this is just a thing about recording booths. You have to keep the door closed during that so you don't hear any outside noise because like it's sound insulated. But like leaving the door open will allow outside sound to make it into the recording booth.
This is true. And also, well, this recording booth doesn't work how normal recording booths work, because instead of like soundproofing the walls, it instead like broadcasts whatever's being recorded inside of it to the music room itself, which is how Ant and the the rest of Midnight found out about the mystery singer in the first place. If it hadn't been for the terrible engineering of this room, none of this would be happening right now. So I guess
What? No way. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. What if it's on? It picks up your total protag breakdown. Total protonic reversal.
Instead of keeping the sound in, it pushes the sound out.
Yep.
Yes, it is. Isn't your stage fright or something stopping you now? What do you mean nothing's gonna stop you now? Things are you're actively stopping yourself right now because you can't handle it. What do you mean nothing's gonna stop you now? That doesn't make sense.
I think Baby's notebook of song lyrics is 75% positive affirmations. So yeah, this is like the third song we've heard that sounds like this that Baby's written. So
it's just the same instrumental track over and over again, just with similar lyrics.
I mean, it feels like that at times. I'm sure that if we played the songs back to back, they would sound different to each other. But since, we split up these reviews, we don't go back to the series in the meantime, they do feel like they are just the same song multiple times. Anyway. Okay.
What? Okay, I guess we're getting metaphorical, I hope.
Maybe. It's either
no, we're in reality, I'm pretty sure. Maybe.
Okay, yeah, there's three options here. It's metaphorical, or or it's a flashback to episode 1 when she did her audition and the room kind of looked like this. Actually, it was the same room. Or the third option is we are in reality and we skipped ahead and she is singing the same song later on again as her audition into the committee. Still don't get that part, but apart from that, yeah, that would be actually a decent transition, akin to a lot of musical productions, actually. Cinematic ones.
Nothing's gonna stop me now.
Exactly, yeah.
This would be a really good belt moment.
Oh, never mind.
Nothing's gonna stop me now. I can't sing. I have a terrible.
Okay, I think we're all metaphorical. I think we're all in the metaphorical land.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't like metaphorical land. Why can't anything be literal?
Actually, I don't necessarily mind metaphorical land, mostly because if we're going off literal, we're just gonna be staring at her on the recording booth singing to herself, which
yeah,
that's not very fun. It's like, oh man, this is so great, just staring at you sitting in that booth for
it kind of depends.
2.5 minutes.
It kind of depends. The Everyone's a Star song actually was just like the band themselves performing. Admittedly, they had some very interesting dance moves where they all had collective seizures. But apart from that, it was mostly the cinematography that kind of made up for that as the song was continuing, because it was just like different angles of the exact same performance. But yeah, in this case, I actually kind of welcome a little bit of metaphorical land from time to time, especially in Minecraft, particularly because we see it so rarely, and it's sort of hard to distinguish unless it's made very obvious or it's edited a little bit more than this is right now. Again, that's restream, not the actual video.
You're so quiet. This ran louder than you. I don't want that.
The volume of this song.
Huh?
There we go. All right. Yes, belt out your song, please.
Yeah, actually get back to the council thing.
Okay. I'm going to rewind this a little bit, but I just wanted to say, I think I somewhat know what the issue is at this point. Because the clear difference is that, Baby is singing mostly with head voice for most of the songs so far. And this part now, even though the volume itself is quieter, you can feel like the energy and the actual performance volume would have been louder, just turned down a little bit. And just because it is much easier to belt in chest voice than it is in head voice. I have tried both methods, to varying degrees of success. So I speak from experience here. But yeah, we are going to rewind for a bit. There we go.
I gotta stand up tall, act so strong, stand
Yeah, the auto doesn't help.
Like she's trying to build.
Okay. And now we're back to this. You should have stayed there. This is the chorus now, isn't it?
Like, I think I know another issue. And this is an issue I pointed out with Aiden, actually. I don't think she's standing up while recording her music. So her diaphragm isn't open.
Fair.
She's recording all of these songs while sitting, which any music teacher will tell you is a terrible idea if you want to filter your hair correctly.
Yeah. That's the reason I do even voice line standing up, because it applies to voice acting too. Same principle. But yeah, I've never.
Peter, the microphone is here.
Anyway, okay, we're getting somewhere and back to Shironi. Yeah, see, here's the thing. The chorus would have been a perfect chance to like stay in that chest range. It's it's kind of like if let's see what would be an example. Again, I can't be too loud, so because it's late. But yeah, kept down to the earth, never finding out how to stop and live in the now. There may come a day when the clouds decide to stay. That's what would happen in that situation.
Your mind's playing different things. When you're grounded, life's a bore, and you're craving something more. When normality's a chore, then it's up to you to spread your wings. Wings.
Yeah, so that, for example, that's Aiden in chest voice, you know, giving it the.
I get hyped when I sing. I get very hyped most of the time, unless I'm singing something very sad. Then I'll say somewhat, you know.
Yeah,
but, you know.
most of the songs that I've gotten other people to sing have been, you know, like the hype up songs, particularly the Fallen Angels ones, because the ones that Aiden says, for some reason Aiden will send me like a few instrumentals that to choose from sometimes, or in the case of Wings, I think it was just the one instrumental.
I mean, I sent you like 5 instrumentals recently. I don't know if any of them are good.
Yeah, so and then I tend to pick the ones that for some reason they all end up being you know, uplifting hype up songs. I think I've discovered my musical preference as far as writing goes, but speaking
of songs, though, we need to work on maximum security sometime.
I think we're just missing the bridge for that one, aren't we?
Yeah, we started writing maximum security. If you guys were here from the last few, if you were here, like, how many streams ago was that? Was it like 10 something streams ago? I don't know. Was it a while ago?
Remember that?
Yeah, no, but maximum security will happen eventually.
Anyway,
I'm excited for that song.
Here's what I would do if I would cover Wings. With every Wings, I go up a few notes, maybe a semitone or so. Maybe. You know, problem with that is that, you know, there's 6 separate Wings, and in the case of like the Wings chorus, it's supposed like the actual music, like it takes a lot of the instruments will like be taken out, so you don't want to be like, you know, building up to something in a crescendo only to then end up having to like immediately retract that going back to the other verse. So I would be cautious of that potentially. Maybe you could like go up and then back down again. That could work.
Like, one thing I'd do, which is probably pretty unorthodox, is record one Wings and just doctor it in post so it sounds like it's getting more echoey and farther away every time it repeats.
Okay. I mean,
you know, like, yeah. Wings.
Yeah, I did that for Give It a Shot, actually, where I start off like so walk before you fly, wave your doubts goodbye, and then like I actually like add like an echo effect and drill and like drown it down before going to the chorus. Again, if you want to like, you know, do like a
give it a shot,
then that's fine.
Give it a shot. Give it a shot. Reconsider what you thought.
Give it a shot. Give it a shot, reconsider what you say. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, that's another good example right there.
I've been writing a Fallen Angels project. And I just want to write a lot of songs in it, but like I know writing songs into it or like an ordeal, but at the same time I love music of Fallen Angels. Like I actually
musical episode.
Actually, in the project that I've been writing recently, there is technically a musical episode that's
Mm-hmm.
Like well, the way I wrote it so far, we thought to talk to you about the songs later. I wrote characters sing about thoughts on this, or characters sings about their dreams or something. I'll do stuff like that in parentheses. Just be like, I'll figure it out later. I'm just gonna put this here to note that there would be a song here.
That is legitimately helpful, to like have a particular theme to tie it to. Yeah. Also, the same thing over and over again. Yeah, the reason that we did that originally was because, that's kind of like a bit of a 2010s pop thing, but also since like in a nightclub, a lot of like clubhouse remixes will have like repeated things as people are dancing to them, and sometimes that is just the same thing played back again. Mostly like how like DJs would remix it. So yeah, that was why that was chosen. But yeah, if you want to change it up a little bit, then I would say go like up and then down. Don't just fully go up, because that can probably go that'll probably go wrong fairly quickly. Anyway, musical was such a pain to edit for me because I'd have to be way more relaxed with audio editing than I usually am. Why more relaxed than you usually are? If anything, editing music stuff for me is actually more intense than usual. Because yeah, normally I'm not combining like the best of 20 separate takes that I had to try and record and while Beethovening it, just hoping that it will work itself out. That could just be me though. Oh wait, go kind of go for the best one. Which pink? Oh, okay, yeah. It says likes pink, has stage fright, a sibling, soft spoken, too quiet, it's baby me. Hey, look, it depends. Do you write songs, Ghost Kitty?
Do you sing but people don't know your voice, so they think you're some mystery girl?
I have actually heard Ghost Kitty's voice like a while ago, so it's like I recognize that now. But yeah. Anyway, I didn't know what's going to go simply too much for a song. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. All right then. Yeah. Just do what they did for Polyphemus.
I love just songs and series in general. I mean, I think they're just really fun to do, like original songs.
Same here. I wanted to do a couple for the Musing Girl, but yeah, back in season 1. But yeah, Natasha and I never actually managed to arrange that properly.
I mean, we always could like turn the Musing Girl to a musical. Like the rest of season 3 is just a musical. Everyone's certainly.
I do want to do a musical episode of the Musing Girl, and I'm open to the idea of turning a one episode into a musical. But I think if we did that for the rest of them, the VAs would all just like quit and organize a protest, probably.
Yeah. I mean, I will say when it comes to songs and Fallen Angels, like certain characters, when it comes to singing, I'll ask the VA if they're up for singing, and if not, I'll just get a voice double or like another voice actor to be their singing voice.
I mean, so far with any Fallen Angels, I haven't need to do that because obviously the first song was you, the second one was me, and the third one was an actual singer.
With the recent stuff I've been writing, what I like, I think I had like Alana sing at one point.
I'm sure we can get Shorty to sing if they're around.
Yeah, because I don't know if they're going to be up for that. If not, I don't know, maybe I'll ask Emily. Maybe I'll be like, Emily, you want to be Alana's singing voice?
I'd be surprised because Shorty does, in fact, love singing, but yeah. It'll depend on availability at that point.
Yeah, I mean,
Other characters like Trevor, for example, you might have a little bit of an issue with.
I mean, yeah. I mean, honestly, what if I was Trevor singing voice? Would I be a good Trevor singing voice? I don't know. I mean,
maybe.
I don't know. Maybe you would be Trevor singing voice. You could.
Yeah.
Try to do an impression. for the singing voice.
Here we go. Here's my Trevor impression. This is unfiltered Trevor lines.
Dang.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, I could never write a musical. Well, hey, look, you never know.
I mean, if you want help writing a musical, ask Jacob. He loves writing songs.
I do, and actually, it was like one of my life ambitions at one point to like end up writing a musical at some point and having it performed. So yeah, the fact that Siren Story, I'd already had that and was given like the chance, it was sort of like pure happenstance.
You know, I will say, if we were to convert the Mean Girl into a musical, you know what I think? I think Pop's speech should be done Pop's speech should be a duet between Morwenna and Pop. Like, you have like the first part of the song, which is like Pop trying to cut Morwenna down at the play. Like, this would be season 1 times. Pop trying to cut Morwenna down at the play, and then the rest of the song is Morwenna's rebuttal in her, you know, defeating Pop with her, you know.
Maybe. Actually, you know what? I did like adapt the musical for, like, I did make a stage play version because at one point Emily was going to pitch that as an end of year play. It didn't end up happening, but since I have the stage version, I can always see if I can add a couple of songs to it and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be pretty great. I mean, you need an opening number, I Want song, a villain song, ending song, songs that normally mark the big points of the story, you know.
Definitely one before an intermission. That's
Yeah, I would say there should definitely be a song about Marwake's conflicted feelings. You know, get a whole song about his conflicted feelings.
Oh yeah, just kind of like, you know, like going back to High School Musical, a version of Bet on It potentially.
Yeah,
you know, well, not a version of it, but I mean like something inspired by it. But yeah, sing yes, write songs no way. You know, that's fine. Some people do. Some people, you know.
You know what, Bon? If I need
no way.
You know what, Bon? If you
that's
want,
literally how Austin and Ally got together. You know, the series Austin and Ally was built entirely on that premise that one of them liked to write songs and one liked to sing.
But you know what, Bon? If you want, you could be one of the potential voice doubles if necessary, or I could make a character you voice sing in the Fallen Angel series at one point, if you're up for it, of course. I could do that.
There's the musical must-haves. How do you do a good musical and not do any of it? Hey, like I did. I'm not like, I know I like to subvert tropes and things, but I have my limits.
BB, how do you feel about the idea of singing? I don't think she likes it, but I don't know. I'm asking.
I think I might have like suggested that at some point.
How do you feel
for our Butter Bunch project, and BB like immediately opted out from that because we could do a musical episode for that too. I don't think Adam's will be singing anytime soon.
I mean, okay. Release schedule, it wouldn't be anytime soon, but I could talk to it. But if you ever felt up to it, I could give Adam's mom a song. Out where they walk. I don't know. What song? I don't know. Should be like, I came back to life and I don't know what to do. My son's an undead angel and I am broken inside. I am so sad because I don't know what to do. I died when he was 10 and it's sad. I don't know. Something like that. This is why Jacob writes all the songs.
I was just thinking that. Okay. Need to have certain musical sparks that you can't make original tunes, so I've got no chance. A lot of the Siren Story songs, well, either some of them were like, you know, written in advance before I pitched the actual show, and some of them, because I hadn't finished the show by that stage, were written under like, you know, intense pressures, like I need this. But the way that I actually sealed the deal with some of them is, you know, I picked the biggest earworms that I could think of in my head. So usually, like if I found like a particular instrumental, something I was looking for, and I thought like a chorus to go along with it, usually the chorus is the part that I would think was like, okay, this is what we need for this one here, and then we'll work on it from there. And that's how a lot of them come together. So that's my process at least. Let's see. It's covered in chocolate. Now I can mention my passion, but me instead of baby, and how I react to everything. Probably in a much better fashion than she did. If any of my character require for a song, I'll sing. But make a song specific for me to sing, I don't want that. Okay. I mean, I guess narratively it would be like, you know, we're forcing a song on like a character who would not otherwise, you know, have one specifically. But I don't know. I mean, you know, for like a musical episode, Fallen Angels, probably everyone would, you know, hopefully get something. I'm pretty sure all the main people got a song in the Buffy musical. Maybe except for Dawn, actually, she didn't really get a solo, but she was in some of the other group numbers. Anyway. Oh. Yeah. I'm not singing unless I learn how to sing, save some embarrassment, and I'm not in this house. Too many variables. Make no mistake, however, I love singing, do it all the time in private. Well, I mean, that's in private. I assume you'd be like in the house at the time, possibly. I built Has-Been Hotel in my spare time. So does Aiden, from what I know. If Ghost Kitty starred as Baby in the series, would it be called My Hatred? I don't know about that necessarily. We'll see. My demotivation.
Nothing's gonna stop me now. It isn't easy, yeah, that's true. It isn't easy, but I can pull through. 'Cause I love what I'm doing, and what I do won't be held down by you.
This bridge is actually the best part of the song so far.
It isn't easy, but I can pull through. 'Cause I love what I'm doing, and what I do, I won't be held down by you.
Okay. I mean, that's the closest thing to Elton and voice.
Nothing's gonna stop me now. Nothing's gonna hold me down.
Oh no, the Maroon's going to stay.
Where's the camera going? where are we going? Like at one point we couldn't even see Baby anymore. She was too small.
Okay, I think what happened was they had the idea like we're gonna plot the camera so the character was moving forwards, and they'll be running down the hallway, but they got the speed wrong, and then when they realized they got the speed wrong, they didn't re-record it. I know that can happen.
Yes, this is going to be so cool. Wait, where are we going? Where are we going?
Yeah. All I can hear is you with the crescendo piano tunes. I mean, yeah, I will say the bridge, like I said before, was like the best part of this song so far, and that's the biggest change that we've had from the other, you know, I can do this, nothing's gonna tear me down, you know, I'm unstoppable kind of songs that we've so far, which is a whole subcategory inside of Baby's Notebook. But yeah, so that's at least something different. But yeah, I was kind of put off a little bit by like the what was going on there, and the fact that it stayed as the chorus came back in. I also love the way that like this like recording booth, I'm pretty sure it has like that red button is the thing that said that, you know, to slam it to start recording rather than like, I don't know, a button like on a pad or something. At university, the studio that they had there was like all in one place. Actually, there were a couple. There were some that you could like, you know, record separately, but you could like they had like in studios, so you could actually like, you know, control the audio microphones in place. some cases I know that they have like somebody else operating those things, but I guess in this instance, instead of having the actual like in studio or whatever, so you can use it separately, just have like a button, you just whack it.
Like, I always thought the button was for if people got stuck in the sound room. Oh no, Jacob's died. At least he's smiling. Look at him.
Okay, now I'm back. Did I miss anything? Hello?
No, I just said, and I quote, I thought that big red button was for in case you got stuck in the sound room.
Maybe.
Like, maybe she pushed the recording button
Before she entered, you have to press it separately and have to run into the booth in order to record something.
At least he was smiling.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon the chat. My dispatch.
Yeah. Okay. Just turned on my hotspot just in case I need it for later. All right. I'm dead.
What? I have to be part of that prissy musical?
Anthony, it's not prissy. You might actually enjoy it.
Okay, so not only
That
can you
chance
hear
I'll
the...
enjoy it.
Right, okay. Okay, so first of all, apparently, yeah, so Anton apparently didn't like enroll enough courses before, so it was him that had the issue. So, not only that, but also apparently, even though you can not only hear into the audio booth itself, but the audio booth can hear out to the music room. There is...
Oh no. Well, there he goes. Look at him. Look at his expression. What is that? Chipmunk chic? Also, Ghost Kitty, you've killed Bond. Congratulations. Bond can now join us in the Ghost team. What are we, the Phantom Pops? Yeah, let's go with that. The Phantom Pops. Bond can now join us as the newest member. Welcome to the land of the dead. Lucy was partially. Well, Ghosty, how are you? As I said before, I'm going through some medical nonsense currently, which has stopped me from pursuing my projects. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. Oh, hey, Jacob's back. Hello, Jacob. Are you here?
even worse. So I'm back to this normally now, and now I because it's not displaying properly. Okay, now I can. All right then.
The arts program.
But at this sound booth,
Give it a shot. Give it a shot.
You're one of my best
Get outta
music
here.
students.
Huh?
You and Midnight.
I just hope some of my mates.
That's still an impression.
There's a meeting down in the theater. Why don't you go backstage or in the audio booth and listen?
Ah, yeah, listen to someone's
It might
private
give you a
audio
bit of
recording like he's
incentive.
been doing normally.
Fine, as long as nobody
Unlike
sees
before
me.
when you did it in public. And then she immediately leaves the audio booth so he can't listen to anything.
Wow. Fair enough. Yeah, I just had an anxiety
finally.
attack and I had like
Are
a
you okay?
5-minute song. Don't
Yeah,
mind
I
me.
just had to clear my head.
Okay, now that everybody's
That's everybody?
here, I guess we should all
That's one
introduce
small
ourselves.
musical.
May 1st, darling.
I'm doing my best
Darling,
Foxy
my name is
impression.
Rarity. Darling.
Wait, Rarity? As in like
Rarity.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like
I'm
you know, like-
referencing My Little Pony. I love my
Sorry, I thought you were saying like Rarity like in My Hero Academia. Okay, never mind.
No, Rarity.
Okay, alright, fair enough.
Darling.
Is that where Emily's darling voice comes from?
Sort of. She says darling a lot, so I mean, sort of. I mean, I could probably pull up a clip and send it to you, and you can kind of see if maybe some slight inspiration, not too much, but a little bit.
It's fine. I've heard Afmal's Flarity impression from actual My Street. So.
What does flarity even mean by? I mean, I guess flare, like you're
yeah,
like.
Is she known to flare up in a tempo or something sometimes? Maybe.
I mean, she's over dramatic. I wouldn't say she's ever angry over dramatic. She's more like it's the end of the world, and pulls out like a couch randomly and just like faints on it, like
She pulls out that is amazing.
Yeah, it's like, literally, there is a fainting couch off screen at all times.
Oh, okay.
She just pulls
Hey, look.
the fainting couch from off screen.
That reminds me of like the gag from Penguins of Madagascar where Rika can regurgitate any item they need.
Flarity sounds
Anyway.
like a ship name for Rarity and Fluttershy. That's because it is.
Oh well, okay.
I
I don't think that
looked
was.
it up.
I think
Do
that
not
was the
look it up.
intention from Afmal because Fluttershy in My Street is actually Buttershy, so yeah, difference.
Buttershy. What does
Yeah.
that even
Like-
mean? Like, I guess you're into butter.
Yes, I think that is exactly what it means. Because remember, this is the same person who came up with Tedwood Culinary, Cake of Black Coffee, and Nutella Swan. So I think that's we know what kind of mood Afmal's in when she comes up with names sometimes.
She just gets hungry and starts writing and being like, yes.
Exactly.
Yes, this is the best story ever. It will rival the original media. It'll be fine, trust me.
No, it'll be fondue.
More like fun, don't.
Okay. My dog is trembling on my legs because there's thunder outside. What do I do?
Embrace the pups.
Give it noise cancelling headphones.
Would headphones even fit on a dog's head?
Probably not, but that could be an invention.
Dog phones.
I'm Alexandra, and I just love to act.
Yep, that's why you're a drama queen.
Okay, that was quick. Also, why are we so far away? I think the
Okay,
camera
who's
person
next?
is like shy to be close to the characters. Like they're like they're afraid of people in general. They're
Also,
people phobic. They're just scared of all humans. So they're like, I gotta go as far back as humanly possible.
There is another possibility, which is that that like everyone kept on laughing whenever they had like a person's face in front of them. Because some people do crack when that happens and they start like corpsing.
Just go in spectator mode. You can't see him in spectator mode.
This is a good point. Yeah.
I do that. I can go spectator mode sometimes if I need it in particular. If like I need to like do a lot more like precise camera movement.
Yeah. I feel like if the
Basically,
Foxy
well.
sisters decide to use spectator mode, they start like clipping through walls and floors with these angles. So
They're
I
like,
don't know if
wow, no, we went through a wall.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just going to say it here. I have a microphone in my hand, but I'm not going to project it all.
Yeah. I know, right? Welcome to this ASMR video. This is an ASMR Minecraft roleplay. Today we're going to be doing some singing. With head voice mostly.
Speaking of ASMR, what is wrong with these people?
What do you mean ASMR's the best?
No, I meant the title of some of these videos.
music
because
and me.
Oh, okay. It was like the ASMR community, not like Foxy Sisters specifically or anything.
no, the ASMR community, it's like, here, let me scroll up to some of the ones I have found.
Kidnapped by a vampire. You're under a vampire boyfriend.
Actually, no, it's popular kids bully you for having cancer ASMR.
What? That is so bad. What?
Girlfriend beats you to death with a metal pipe ASMR.
How would you do that in ASMR form?
I mean, just hit the microphone. Just be like, yeah, you're bleeding from your eyes now. Blink. Oh yeah. Oh, is that your spleen? Oh my god, blink. Oh my god, your insides are gushing with blood now.
Magic metal pipe of pain.
Oh my gosh, I was thinking Russia does it. Russia beats with a pipe of pain.
Actually, here's another one for you, and this is an ongoing genre. There's two genders made by two different creators. Girlfriend accidentally commits vehicular manslaughter. Girlfriend ASMR.
What?
Clumsy boyfriend accidentally commits vehicular manslaughter. ASMR audio.
Okay, just on a grammatical note, isn't vehicular manslaughter always accidental?
Yes.
So then that's redundant in the title.
Redundant redundancies.
ASMR, clumsy boyfriend crashes the Titanic. Sleep aid, relaxing.
The Titanic! How is that nice? That's horrible.
Maybe the band that like stayed on to play, I don't know, their violins or something, they were quite soothing. I don't know.
So bad.
And I like it. It's not a regular person on the thumbnail. It's like an AI generated like anime boy.
Of course, because drawing is hard apparently. So you can't draw.
I'm sending these in the group chat, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
right.
like there's like some also strange ones where it's like kidnapped by mafia boss, vampire boyfriend.
Well, I mean, we've seen Danny Gonzalez go into the TikTok side of that, particularly.
It gets really strange. Listen, all I'm saying is people aren't using those videos to sleep.
You found the bit I fall asleep to.
Boyfriend accidentally commits vehicular manslaughter. It's weird though. Like boyfriend accidentally runs over someone. No, they have to specify vehicular manslaughter. Like do the actual legal term.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh my goodness. BB, I haven't seen the thing that Ghosty sent yet, but BB sent something that says here, like a text conversation between people where someone's like, hear me out, but an alternate universe, furries don't exist. However, people make clown sonas. They're called funnies. Then the person says, go to bed.
Well, actually, what do you mean? We have made funnies. We made our funnies for the most part.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay.
We actually made our funnies.
I didn't make mine. I claim no ownership over Chuckles. But...
Listen, wait, what was I haha or was I hee hee? What was I? Crap. What was my Chuckle? What was my clown sona, okay?
No, thank you.
We still have to film that date, by the way.
Oh my god, yes, we have to film the date. Everyone pursues Chuckles romantically. I need to make the skins as well for you guys.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I need to make your skins.
Yeah, surprisingly, Chuckles has green skin.
I mean, he's dead, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was the reason. It could be the reason, actually. Not entirely sure. But yeah, these are these are real things. That,
also, Jacob, have you checked up on the server we have together so it doesn't get deleted? I haven't checked up on it recently. You should check on it sometime.
I'm sorry, you're referring to the Eternal server, like the one for
yes.
Okay. But no, not that one.
You should check up on it just in case it got deleted. Just in case.
I mean, you can always log in now. Remember, it's on the Butter Bunch account, so we all have access to it.
Oh yeah. Mom and Dad and Vicky. Oh, hey.
Be comfy. These aren't comfy. Just listen to low.
Clumsy boyfriend crush. How is that clumsy? That's not even a clumsy.
Thunder on his left. Yeah.
It's not even a clumsy action. Real clumsy. Crashing the Titanic. Oops.
Yeah. Okay, so people, so this is what Ghosty sent. So there we go. 3 days ago. So Carlos Ivan is, making a name for himself right now, apparently, with this stuff. All right, that's all I know.
Clumsy boyfriend crashes the Titanic. I'm too afraid to listen to it.
You should listen to it. Wait, do a reaction video to it. Do a reaction video. It'll be hilarious. Reaction stream to that.
I had an idea for a channel at one point, which was just going to be like doing like roleplay ASMRs, but I'm like the other person, so I give like actual responses to the roleplay ASMR, because obviously they leave gaps in order to like fill in yourself and such. So it's like, well, what would happen if I just did like the first like spur of the moment thing that came to my head?
I mean, honestly, I kind of jokingly did that to myself when I listened to some dirty ones on certain sites, because I've kind of just made joke. I made joking responses, being like,
Bonk. Stop.
No, just like jokingly responding to it. I was like, yeah, no. Like I saw you from across the room, and I knew from that moment you watched me. And no, I didn't.
Yes, like, oh yeah, no, I dropped my contact lens at that point. I was trying to figure out who you were. Your eyes stared so intensely into my soul. Yeah, I was trying to see my own reflection there. You could do that with people. My hair looked really good that day. That kind of thing is what I was picturing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm just convinced that the ASMR. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everyone's already remarked on that, but yes. You're trapped in a glass.
Help, the cat gonna eat me!
Oh my god.
Is that what that sound was? I'm not sure what that was supposed to be.
I don't know. Must follow the queen.
I was thinking of that too. Actually.
Becoming Ugandan Knuckles.
ASMR Ugandan Knuckles.
Ugandan Knuckles is following the queen. What happened?
I hear you have been having trouble sleeping, my brother. I know the way to help you to sleep. Listen to the lullaby of my people. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Can we go back to my
and
passion,
find the
please?
way to my queen. Okay, yeah, sure.
Fine, you scaredy cats.
Wait, are they all scaredy cats?
Hi,
He's like,
everyone.
I'm gonna
My
be
name is
honest.
Kaylee, and
That's
I
kind
love
of
to
bad
dance.
if you're all trying to be in a part of a musical.
Yeah, you would think that in a performing. You would think in a
You're in a
performing
musical. You don't have time to be this scared.
Yeah, but not only that, but in a performing arts school, you would think that more people would show up for a musical than the average theatre department at a school. Which, depending on the size of the school, already are fairly substantial things.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a whole line, like, to get into the musical.
That's why I thought maybe it would have to be, exceptional to get through, but apparently,
Nah, she just has to show up because I guess there's barely anyone.
Yeah.
I'm Sugar. I love singing and acting.
And I have a weird name. And I'm made of sugar and spice and everything nice.
What person doesn't have a weird name in this universe?
Yeah.
Taya, actually.
I wouldn't be surprised if someone's named Blueberry.
Hey everyone, I'm Jake.
I haven't known that yet,
I can hold a tune.
That's the minimum requirement, but thank you, Jake.
That is the minimum requirement.
Hi, I'm Jake, and I'm not tone deaf.
Costumes and dancing. Hi, baby Sama.
Dang, wait, oh my god, Squy-chan! No!
Yes,
Yeah.
we've been
No,
over
and,
this.
like,
We have been
Aiden-
over this.
Aiden, I'm pretty sure we've already established that Mimi is a Chan clone.
Yes,
Or
she's the
clone
most
Chan.
blatant Kawaii-chan clone in the history of the known universe. Her solo song was called Be Kawaii.
You know, only if Shorty was here to see this.
Like, Mimi being a clone Chan is nothing new. In fact, it gets worse in every appearance we have her in.
I don't know if anything's gonna top the Be Kawaii thing, but yeah, the summer party came kind of
Be
close.
Kawaii. Oh my god, that
It actually did kind of sound like that. It was like Be Kawaii, Kawaii, just like Mimi, just like Mimi.
Wait,
Yeah.
did she accidentally invite her to a sleepover?
Actually, I think it was kind of her idea, but it was hosted at Baby's house.
Because that's literally how Afmo met Kawaii-chan and being strapped
Yes.
high.
Trust me, I remember that. I've made a lot of comparisons to the summer parties that were out at the time. I say out of the time because today, Afmao's newest video is actually a one yandere and an all boys sleepover. So I guess there's a new one to look into.
Hey everyone, Tim Tam here, or Tammy. I love acting and painting.
Timu!
YouTuber.
Hi everyone, I'm Nicole. I'm mostly focused on
Oh, it's
props
not
and
Timu.
stage settings.
That's me
She-
as
They
already.
challenge
You know,
my
she
art
kind of
skills.
sounds like Emily.
I guess.
With poor
It's a bit-
audio quality.
I was gonna say yes, the microphone.
This is so boring. Are any of these characters actually gonna have any relevance? Because why are we getting all these introductions? Like,
Well, I imagine that since there are so few of them here, that these are all going to end up in the musical to some extent. So they'll be important going forward.
I don't
What I would
know.
have done in this case to speed this along, I would have just had a shot of the actual stage, and I just fade in some way, maybe do like a wipe transition for a bit of extra dynamism or something, and then just have the introductions there. Because the thing is, they're going like that, like down, having to walk up again. They do like one sentence, they go back down. The person walks up.
Okay,
That's
so
what's slowing this down a lot.
probably how I would do it is if you are going to show each bit with them, probably give more character than instead of the basics. Not even the basics. It's like, hi, my name is Blank. I can carry a tune. That's not very interesting. And why are we so? I mean, honestly, if I were like the writer or like director, honestly, maybe it would have probably been better if instead of introducing everyone right here, right now, you have like introduced maybe 3 random people and then have Baby and then crossfade to the end of the day or something like that. So it's like we kind of skip over their introductions if you're not going to learn anything interesting. If you are going to learn interesting stuff, that's one thing, but this stuff isn't very interesting. This stuff's like the basics. And then in future episodes, probably split them up into groups or have like individual interactions between Baby and like some of the other cast members, so you kind of get to know some of the characters on a more individualist basis rather than like this very weird way of doing it.
Hey y'all, I'm Tyson. I'm fairly new here and my mom is a drama teacher, so I really love acting.
Okay,
He's an Nepo baby.
Yeah.
Nepo
Also,
baby.
how does anyone like enroll in this school? They have to audition in the middle of the school year. Do they get like a separate private audition with some
Nepo baby?
Or-
It was a
Actually,
Nepo
no.
baby.
I think it was the case to where his mother started working for the school.
Oh, so
That's
okay.
a Nepo baby.
Definitely Nepo baby then. All right.
That's a Nepo baby behavior.
Actually, also, this guy has the best audio in the series so far. This one guy is the best character. Best
And he has a
bully.
little bit more charisma. Yeah, that's also true.
Too bad the boy with the Illuminati jacket is the only one with quality.
He's
Yeah. Speaking of the word charisma, I only found out yesterday for some reason. I only clicked yesterday that Riz was short for charisma. It took me way
Boy.
too long to figure that one out.
You didn't know.
Took me way too long, yeah.
And he loves drama?
He's at a drama school and he loves drama? Wow, so unique. Get out of here. Also, I'm shocked
Sorry
that
I'm
Kate is
late.
not here.
I had a free period till now, and my mom's car broke down.
I like her design.
No
Design's
problem.
kinda cute.
Everyone, this is Lola. Okay, so let's
Yes,
get
it's
down to
new.
business.
And also one thing I don't like about this scene is I feel like we're introducing all these new characters so fast. Like we're trying to get to know them for like a few sentences, but I don't know. It just feels too fast that we're getting to know how many characters are on screen. 1, 2, 3. We're getting introduced to like 8 or 9 characters at once, which feels like, in my opinion, too much. So there's a few things you could have done in this episode to kind of minimize that. For one, maybe have a few scenes before this where we get some like interactions between some of the new characters, just like casually like cutaway scenes where we get to see what they're doing and kind of get to learn a bit more about them, or have interactions with them and Baby. You know, maybe they're in some of her classes that she just casually meets them, or you see them, and I don't know, you do something, because it just kind of feels like we're getting introduced to all these characters at once, and it feels like we had 9 episodes before this to get to know, to have these characters be introduced briefly in previous episodes. But now it just feels like we're introducing them all at once, and now we're supposed to be like, oh, here are all these new characters. Again, that'd be like in Fallen Angels, instead of during season 1, me slowly introducing the cast. By the time episode 3 rolls around, the whole cast, the main cast, is established together.
I mean, you'd use like the key
that-
players at the very least, but yeah.
Introduce like a handful of key players, but like slowly introduce more as the season went on.
For me, this
It
will
just feels-
depend on whether or not they all end up being super integral. Because in the Pitch Perfect, in the first Pitch Perfect movie, they introduced all of the characters at once, pretty much. Well, actually, they've just like a few of them beforehand, but most of the Bard and Bellas, etc., they'll like meet at the actual audition. And then afterwards, you know, a bit of like a musical montage of them actually doing their auditions and whatever. So, but in the case of that movie, not everyone ended up being like a super main character. They were all there for every scene. In fact, they actually freaking make jokes sometimes about how some of the characters just aren't relevant at all. So, but it does depend. But yeah, the main characters those got the more focus, and they were introduced before that scene happened. So these are all going to be potentially side people, unless that happens to not be the case, and in which case I will agree with Aiden and say, yeah, they should have been introduced a little bit more slowly than they were right now, if they all end up having to be super important in the remaining 2 episodes.
I don't know. I just don't like a scene where, for the most part, you introduce this many characters. I mean, the one time I introduced this many characters at once was technically in the Fallen Angels movie with like all the angels, but that kind of had to happen. You kind of had to see all the
Again, they're
angels
not
together.
all important. They're not all super important. They're establishing that there are how many there are there.
We establish that they're there. Give some of them minor difference personality, but they're not really that important. It's just establishing a lot of other angels exist now.
That's what I mean. Yes.
You know, it's like I didn't make them super important to the plot, each of them.
Also, yes, Bon, I can believe it. The Pitch Perfect franchise is probably my most legitimate guilty pleasure. Anyway, this was the word mostly because I saw it so much. Does that make sense? Not really, but we'll go with it.
You forgot about Baby.
Oh,
Mimi
right.
didn't.
I'm so sorry, baby. You're just so quiet.
I get that.
Not a good sign. Not a good sign for the record.
On, introduce yourself.
It's like,
hi everyone. I'm fairly new.
Yep.
Like, I would say this if, you know, like, Baby being shy was a consistent trait of her character.
Most of the time, the only time she's not shy is when she's being riled up by someone.
Oh, kind of like Aphmau.
Yes, kind of like Aphmau. I was like, do I say it? Yeah, okay.
The comparisons keep getting worse.
Yeah.
Hey, at least as far as we know, only 2 people are currently in love with her. So,
for now, probably.
There will probably be more later.
But also, one thing I am going to ask, what do you guys prefer in a main protagonist? Do you prefer like a shyer, more reserved main protagonist, or do you prefer like a more bolder protagonist?
It depends on the
Like,
story.
because like I don't know, because like from a writing standpoint, they both could be somewhat interesting, but I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah. It depends like what you're going for in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is why I liked how Aphmau and Kiori were, you know, such polar opposites as main characters go.
God, I love Kiori as a main protagonist. I honestly, I wish Phoenix Drop Days didn't end so horribly. If it didn't end so horribly, honestly, it would probably like that. Phoenix Drop Days probably would have been one of my more like favorite Aphmau series.
I can understand that. Yeah.
Which
I have one
when it
protagonist. My writing professors at university would you know burn you at the stakes for that one, but I personally understand where you're coming from. That makes sense to me as well. You know, having like a group of shared protagonists, I can understand. It's like people above in a sense.
Oh yeah, I mean, although I feel like even in group settings, there's always on a technical level a main protagonist, like a main vocal point. Like I'm watching the Vampire Diaries, and even though like Stefan, Elena, and crap, I'm forgetting all their names. Yeah, I'm forgetting all their names. Great. Anyways, but even though they're all very important characters and have a lot of screen time each, I would still say Elena is still the main protagonist, even though the others are still technically main characters and part of the main, the main vocal point a lot of the time.
I mean, that might be the case, but you know, sometimes shows are just structured that way. The most famous example would be Friends, because people had to have a debate for years about, you know, who would it be the protagonist of Friends, and they mostly agreed that I guess the actual main character would be the one who had the most lines, the most screen time, or something. Sounds like Ross.
I would say the most.
That's like very technical because they share. It mostly like a 6-way split. So
I mean, it really depends on like the amount of storylines each character gets, you know, and how like intrusive each storyline is. Because even if everyone has a storyline, if like half the storylines feel more like a side plot and like the main storylines, you know.
Yeah, I haven't watched all of Friends, but the parts that I have watched, again, it does seem like, you know, this one is, you know, is a Phoebe episode. This one's a Monica episode. This one's a Joey one. Blah blah blah. You know.
I mean, that also tends to happen with a lot of like shows in general. They'll get focused episodes. A lot like Mrs. Dysart show has a lot of that. Like you'll have like very focused episodes. Like episode 3 is very much a Evelyn centric episode.
So we've been kind of doing that. So if I had to pick a protagonist among the class of 5, assuming Mrs. Dysart weren't there, of course, then it'd be, you know, impossible because the way we structured it. Yeah.
Franklin's the main protagonist of episode 2, Mrs. Dysart's the main protagonist of episode 1, etc. Or main vocal point of episode 1.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing, you know. They're in the case of the Friends, they're all protagonists, but who's the focal point of episode? Blah blah blah.
The episode or like season or time period, you know, who gets the most focus.
Yes.
Writing songs.
Away!
To the afterlife I go.
Okay, so I have some bad news. The musical that we were going to do is no longer possible. So I need all of you to
because
come
there's not enough
pitch a new
people.
idea.
Come on, everyone.
Oh. Who's that? I guess she's
Okay.
something. Come on, everyone.
I did say that this would be that I'm surprised that Katie isn't here for this because, you know, any chance of stardom for her. But this might be like her introduction potentially, a good way to like, you know, make a scene and come in. Sort of similar to Sharpay. You know, you think that would be the way that she introduced herself. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, we have Sharpay in My Passion, but she's a yandere girl.
So Sharpay.
Why is that? Why is that so accurate? Biblically accurate, Sharpay.
Okay, never mind. It's
Montage song.
I guess they're gonna sing about this. Fine.
Well, at least we have 2 boys, which is better than most classes that are only female only.
Yeah, only one of them is in midnight, I think.
No, actually, neither of these boys are in midnight.
Yeah.
If they were in midnight, they'd have blue jackets and also look like a giant.
Wait, is she singing about getting suggestions? Okay,
yes.
Just away.
We'll work this out so nobody fear. Listen to my rap that no one can hear. I'm so ready for the more musical minds of exceptions. Focus on my passion supercut review. My passion true musical edition. Yeah. If people don't remember, I promised BB that after we finish this, that we'd like make a supercut of just the songs in my passion to see if we can discern the story from that point. But yeah,
you probably can't.
Try to most characters stay relevant sequels of the base, despite Mira and Niall being the primary focus. Season 2, Taylor and School both have very important side story contribute to the climax. Well, I mean, yeah, just because one character's the main character does not mean that you have, you know,
doesn't mean everyone else isn't important.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, most stories, even though a lot of characters aren't the main character, most stories wouldn't work without the like side characters, because a lot of the stories hinge on like side characters or like the side main cast doing stuff as well.
Yeah,
he's like the Vampire Diaries.
Most stories have a protagonist.
Yeah, but like, like highlighting Vampire Diaries again. Without Bonnie, like a lot of season 2 especially wouldn't have happened. Like she was very important, even though she's not technically the main character. She still is so important to the story that she's just so intrinsically tied to it that she cannot. Taking her out of the story meaning you have to rewrite the whole story, pretty much.
Yeah, like Agatha was, is not the main protagonist in The Mutant Girl, but boy, does it feel like it sometimes.
Listen, I love Agatha. Agatha's great, okay? It was Agatha all along. Agatha is amazing, okay? Agatha is the best. Agatha's one of my favorite musical characters.
I understand. She's one of my favorites too. It's just, that's like a it's like thing.
It does kind of suck though when like you really like a character, but then you're like, oh, but I want to write them in more, but then it's like, oh god. It's like
yeah. This is why I said Agatha's one of only 2 characters that I would ever consider giving a spin-off in The Mutant Girl, at least right now.
Yeah.
You only gave her a spin-off.
Well, Through Her Eyes, that was like a shared one with Felix, I guess.
It was a spin-off prequel thing, but yeah.
That was mostly about Felix, honestly. If we go by lines and screen time, then
Agatha was like the subplot that obviously led to the climactic finale with what happened.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna go to bed. Wake me up when things get interesting.
So you're gonna sleep forever? Good to know.
Wake me up when the video ends.
Oh my god.
Questions, please. We're all ears. So start pitching, guys. Let's hear.
How about a musical with a lot of cats?
Seriously? Who would give a rap about that? How about a musical? Tragic romance?
But don't make fun of the Cats musical. It's actually pretty interesting. Not that the movie would have you believe that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they just said a musical about cats. They didn't say it had to be cats necessarily.
Oh god, not a musical. Not the Cats the musical.
Listen, I actually enjoy Cats the musical.
It's horrible.
No, it was the movie.
Listen, Jellicles are as Jellicles do, and Jellicles do as Jellicles are, or whatever they say. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Listen, the musical itself is a niche media that I will always enjoy, but the movie, I refuse to acknowledge it exists.
Hey, there was a cut that showed bulge cut. That happened.
But
bulge cut.
Okay.
Everybody's running around in spandex suits.
They're smooth it up in post.
That sounds like super cats. They become superheroes now.
Oh my god.
What do you prefer? Yellow spandex? Yes, please cover up. Anyway. Okay, hold on. I'm guessing now. First of all, I appreciate the ambition here of like having a song that actually has like a bunch of people. We haven't had many group musical numbers in My Passion as of yet. There's mostly been solo work and duets. But now I'm starting to think that maybe the reason that no one else signed up for this because the other characters as VAs didn't want
The other characters VAs just didn't want. I mean, again, like I said, it's Fallen Angels. If any of the VAs don't want to sing, then I'll do. But I want the character to sing. I'm just gonna get like like another person to be their singing voice. I mean,
yeah.
Going back to My Little Pony, My Little
personally,
Pony actually did this quite a lot. Like some of the VAs didn't feel like singing, so that's why some of the characters' singing voice is slightly different than their normal voice because a different voice actress took over the role for the singing for the song.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's been a Hollywood tradition since the dawn of time. But well, I say since the dawn of time, more since the dawn of talkies. But yeah, but yeah, in this case, yeah, I'm surprised though. If I were a VA that didn't like sing, I would not audition for a project called Minecraft Musical Roleplay personally. But
what? No. You wouldn't audition for a musical even though you're not good at singing? Wow.
That's not what I said. I said if I'm not prepared to sing, I would not audition for one.
Singing is the greatest.
I mean, it's not up to me to decide if I'm going to have to sing. That's up to the director who would be casting if I'm going to have to sing in the musical or not. That's up to them.
Okay, wait. The beat reset.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't mind that necessarily because actually in some songs you can get that where the actual instrumental will cut out and they'll continue for a bit or leave a pause.
This feels like a children's song the way it's structured. Like you have them singing at first, right? You have them singing.
Yeah.
And then like you have like the bridge, and then the beat kind of resets for like a new formulaic bit where the
Actually, a song
that
a song that actually does like a cut that like as good example is like one that cuts out sometimes and like lets the actors just sing by themselves. La di da da la di da da la di da da day la di da da day. That one that has a few places where it happens. But yeah, also I understand why, considering the auto tune we've had so far in these, but I feel like I don't know. It seems like whoever edited this video, whichever Foxy sister edited this song, potentially just like logged the entire audio track inside of an auto-tune filter and didn't account for the fact that, hey, when someone's rapping, they have a different need of pitch correction or lack thereof than when they're singing. So what you get is somebody being like, like that's not helpful to anyone.
What?
I can see it now.
Oh, really? Can you? You don't sound like you do, personally.
Like, everyone should have been turned up because the beat is louder than they are.
Yeah.
I find out a lot of songs. Like, I just think they should tone down the beat just a little bit, or turn up the VAs or tone down the beat. Either one, so you make them more audible.
Mm-hmm. What about a musical that one can hear?
I don't know if that's even possible.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, again, like, also they don't seem passionate about any of those ideas. Like, what about a bloody bloody blah blah blah? Like, come on, it does.
In that regard, it also feels like a children's song where it's like, how about we bake a cake, but we don't have any baking equipment.
if I mess up these words, then I'll be told off. So I better focus my entire brain and make sure that I get everything right. This doesn't rhyme anymore, but that's the mentality that I'm under right now. Yeah, I've been in plenty of children's productions, so that is how it goes sometimes. You can very clearly tell that, like, they're focusing a lot on what, you know, is considered to be like a complex thing for them to pull off, especially if they're all to be together, have to all be in sync with each other. So then it can be like, oh dear. But then conversely, of course, if you give them solos, then they get too nervous and they'll be even, you know, quieter. So it's kind of like a lose-lose in some situations. It just depends.
Don't make the kids stressed. They'll have a heart attack.
Oh my goodness.
That's all right. Is that right? No.
What about fashion, passion, style?
Fashion, passion, style.
Oh, come on. That was like an actual... That's like a good like, version of flow. What about fashion, passion, style? The beat, the da. That one. And then it starts like, maybe that will work for a while. Like, you're so close there to doing something interesting with the rap portion of this.
What about we actually make up our mind? Oh, wait, we don't have the time.
Cakes and baking, what about food? It can't be that bad. Maybe we could. It's gonna be...
Half rhyme. I don't know. It's I've been like,
okay,
you know,
to be fair, I will take a half rhyme over no rhyme.
okay, but like you could have done like, you know, what about cakes and baking food? Mimi, I think you're in a hungry mood. Something like that, maybe.
Sorry, it's my only character trait. At this rate, we'll never get a date.
You should have ended off with at this rate. Like, we're not
this-
getting anywhere at this rate.
It's making me irate.
Yeah.
It can't be too late.
Yeah. 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 Project.
Projecting? That sounds scary.
Also, yeah, okay. No, I understand if the half rhymes get the job done. I have at some times like done half rhymes in the past for things when I can't think of anything else. But for me, they're used like a last resort. If I don't have like any alternatives, that's when I do half rhymes. So yeah, like there, for example, like with food, mood. Yeah, there's
Dude, lewd, cool. No, wait, I was gonna say cood, but cood isn't a word.
I don't know, chewed, misconstrued. There's a lot of things rhyme with food, particularly. So yeah, that's
goon.
That's not blue.
Goon.
There you go.
Glue. Suit.
No.
Poot.
Okay, those.
Winnie the Pooh.
Okay, those are half rhymes, Aiden.
I don't know.
We're trying to avoid in this situation.
I know. I just look. Okay, I get in the mood and I just keep saying stuff till I come up with something.
You know, sometimes when I'm where like, you know, left alone with my thoughts, I'll think of a particular word, and then for some reason my brain will just start listing like every word that I can think of that rhymes with it. Usually like monosyllables, but then it will turn into like more complex as it goes on. I don't know why.
Fair enough. You get that music in your heart.
Yeah, I'll just be like, you know, making dinner or something. I just think like myself, cat, hat, bat, mat, laundromat. Yeah. Exactly, do that all the time. Yeah, that.
Laundry, sodomy, cottony.
Apology, Deuteronomy. Yeah.
We can't argue, whine, and fight. All ideas have to be done
What?
together. So let's
All ideas.
All ideas. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I know, right? Lobotomy, yeah.
What? I mean, isn't that just? That's
Okay.
Minecraft. They live in Minecraft. They wouldn't think it's weird.
Well, okay. I think we haven't established like anything that says like they know they're in Minecraft. So the joke, of course, is like, hey, musical Minecraft. Who would ever think to do such a ridiculous thing? What an out of pocket thing to say. Honestly, I actually like this joke. I haven't laughed with this show in a while, so it's
Yeah, it's only been
appreciated.
laughing at or criticizing. So fun.
It's a popular game upon the net.
Oh, okay. They're actually going full. They're going through. They're going through with it. Okay. I mean, fine. I thought the joke was going to be that everyone's like laughing off the idea and then it made it something else. But I guess this is going to be a musical about Minecraft.
I mean,
a musical about Minecraft.
I'm honestly surprised there hasn't been a real Minecraft musical in like real life. Like, I mean, honestly, I'm surprised they haven't that Mojang hasn't tried doing that.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
It could be this. It could be about Steve surviving in the world and meeting Alex, and that being the story.
Maybe.
And
Maybe.
go through all the
Swedish.
You go through all the Minecraft tropes. Like mining. It'd be awesome.
All the Minecraft tropes, like mining.
Mining, defeating the Ender Dragon, going to the Nether. The works.
Honestly, that is what I would imagine for a Minecraft musical.
I mean, plus the plot doesn't have to be very simple. He meets Steve spawns in the world, meets Alex, and him and Alex decide to kill the Ender Dragon, and the whole play takes them throughout like the world.
They would have to like have some sort of reason behind that, but yes, maybe like one of them lives in a village, and the village is threatened by mobs, and then they find out about that. Potentially somebody. Oh yeah, I tell you what. All the villagers would have been safe in their houses were it not for like the emergence of Endermen who were able to remove the blocks from certain houses. So then the villagers end up being attacked by zombies, and so they were like, "What are these new creatures? What do we do to defeat them?" And then they eventually piece together.
And then go on a journey to the end to kill the Ender Dragon to stop the Endermen from coming.
There you go. Yeah. So motivate.
There's the plot. There.
Yeah, that's just stopped by the Nether first because of blaze rods. So they have to think of how a way to get there.
We actually could. We could actually make that musical in Minecraft if you want to do that.
I mean, yeah, I'm all for my passion not being the only known Minecraft musical. So yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I gotta go, unfortunately. So.
Oh man, I was gonna also do Code Lyoko Night after this. Okay then.
I would love to do Code Lyoko Night, but I gotta go. I'll be around Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay. Well, I guess
you're around, so
yeah, probably Thursday we'll be doing we'll be doing more Starkid, but
all right.
But yeah.
Well, bye guys.
All right. I don't know what day June the 1st is. That's why I'm lying. Was not expecting that, but then again, we never are. We never do expect it.
We never do expect it at all.
And so much more. I think it'd be a hit, so what do you think? You think we can handle it? 'Cause I think we can.
I'll be honest, I might have pitched a similar idea when I was in school if it weren't for the fact that I knew that half of the people at school hated Minecraft, so it wouldn't have caught on.
Guys? Yeah!
Oh, I guess now they're on board with it. Okay. A game none of us have played apart from one person. Oh, now we hear like an okay that actually sounds like they're passionate. And yes, absolutely, it's out of sync. This is the kind of thing we have to decide to do, like audio engineering to sync it up, or you
okay, so it's
actually
decided.
direct
We'll
them
put out a
properly instead of
musical
sync
about
up.
Minecraft.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so there are two ways to make that would be in sync, but at least easily. Which first one would be to record a demo and have people actually match the pacing of that demo, that rehearse it themselves, so then they will all be therefore matching each other. I think I sort of did that for We Three Kings, actually. I did record like a few demos and have people like match those. But then again, I also actually synced them up in order to that demo anyway, because they were also still off beats, some of them. So yeah, it depends. But yeah, and then I also am directing some of them in person, so that didn't really help out too much. But yeah, so 2 methods really: sync them up, do a demo, or I guess the third method is do both. I did both.
I bet it'll be the first of its kind.
Well
That
done,
is
baby.
what my
I
passion
knew
was,
you
the
would
first of
be
its
the gold
kind.
card.
Thanks.
So, what will the musical be called, baby?
I get
Don't
to
say my
decide?
passion.
Yeah, you came up with it.
How about
I haven't seen Baby play Minecraft at all, actually,
I
as
think
well.
that's an awesome name. Meeting adjourned.
What did she say? I couldn't hear it.
I think it might have been Minecrafty or something. I'll scroll back. But yeah. Let's see.
I knew you would be the gold card.
The gold card.
So, what will the musical be called, baby?
I get to decide?
Yeah, you came up with it.
How about Minecraft Life?
Oh,
I
okay.
think that's an awesome name. Meeting adjourned.
I would have gone with Mine School Musical, personally.
Okay, girls, you have my full attention now. Sorry I was busy the past couple of days, but
Yeah,
how
what
did
were
you
you
girls go
doing?
spying on Baby and her friends? And what did you find out?
Oh yeah, that did happen a lot of. I forgot that they actually spied on a summer party, despite the fact that one of them was actually invited to join. That was a thing that I was
Yes.
like, why did that happen? And then Katie's been gone this whole time and missed the auditions for the for the Mine School musical. She missed
Mine
that.
School.
Like, was she not gonna be there to, like, I don't know, I guess stomp on her enemies and style on your competition? I don't know. I guess that didn't catch her interest.
That would have been a better plot than this.
Uh,
Her entering the Mind School musical and being, the best or disappointed.
yeah.
Well,
I mean, that is just High School Musical, but
you
still.
might want to
Also,
sit
what
down.
are those books?
I don't know. Advanced Dominoes.
So, well, you see,
Why are they in this empty classroom?
Anthony
that's a
kinda-
good question.
Anthony kinda.
Anthony serenaded Baby in the most beautiful way possible.
With another stolen song, but I digress.
Katie, are you alright?
He serenaded her. He made a song for her. Well, he didn't, but we don't know that. It was just for her ears only, under the balcony, like Romeo and Juliet. Do you want me to play the sound file for it? You want to hear this? I read a recording. Here's the sound. Do you want to hear it, Katie? Katie, do you want to hear the sound that Anthony made for Baby and not for you? I've seen that in a lot of. I've seen that in Gumball, actually. It's like, yeah, no, it's definitely Darwin definitely likes Terry. Look at this. See, look. There's the photo. Look at it. Anyway. I thought she was gonna like do a spit or something, like or something.
She is gonna pay.
Was that meant to be like a what? Like an outraged what? Like what? And now she's going, she is going to pay. I will make sure that she pays. It is my job. Oh, she is going down in the most terrible fashion. For I, Katie, am irate with her. I am furious. You can tell in my performance. My
And I
human
can't believe you
emotions
did that to
and my
her.
anger.
She is evil somehow.
Somehow? What do you mean? What? How's this a somehow situation? Oh my goodness. Okay. This is going to be the most unflattering comparison of all time, but this reminds me of Johnny's ultimate freakout in The Room. Like at the end of the movie, it was like, why, Lisa? Why?
Like,
I'm
it's
fed up
an
with this
unflattering
world.
comparison. Like, it's an unflattering comparison, but it's kind of apt. Because of the voice acting being jank, and also no movement. I think
And,
I
you
could
know,
compose a better freak out than this.
Yeah, to Tommy Wiseau's credit, at least he was like doing like a scream or something, or trying to like actually have anger sounds. I
As
just
opposed-
complimented Tommy Wiseau's acting ability. That's the
You
level
know-
we're at today.
As composed to Katie's seductive anger.
That's the thing. I said before, but like if you're gonna pick a character voice for a character, make sure you can do other emotions in that voice. If all you can do is this the whole time, then every line you deliver is always gonna sound like this. Oh, spaghetti and meatballs, my favorite. Thank you, mother. Like that's not gonna be that's an actual happy line, supposedly. Or, you know, she is going to pay, and I will make sure of it, but I can't sound any other way than this. Just really limits yourself. You are tearing me apart, Lisa. She's just lifting a chair while also going through a book. Why? It's in one hand as well. Oh, now we can't see what's going on. All right. What was that? Why did the... What? Oh, I think a window got broken or something. She threw something out of a window. She was looking at the board before. It's like, why did the board make a sound of broken glass?
Katie, you are suspended till further notice. You should be ashamed of your actions.
I guess, yeah, sure. Bring a different teacher that doesn't teach this class. Other than, yeah, alright.
And she says baby is the evil one.
Not funny, Margaret.
Yeah, kind of funny, Margaret.
Katie, wait for me.
Wait for me, I'll be suspended too. I am Spartacus.
At least the school will be peaceful for a little while. Thank you, Emma.
No problem. I just hope she doesn't realize I was the one who telltaled.
Don't worry about that. She'll...
Oh, right, okay. So it's like she was thinking about Tato like when, or just now, or okay, fine.
Wanna go
But
to
it-
Fox?
Wait, but then what was she like saying thanks for the help for, if not for tattletaling just now? Is that not the same thing? It's like, oh yes, it was me that helped you, but also it was me that helped you.
To get a coffee? I've started working there and I get a discount.
I started working there, which is why I came to school in my work uniform. I just noticed that. Why? Oh my god. I was trying to read the name of the cafe, but I can't really see it properly.
Sure, let's go.
Also, who is this character? I don't think I've seen her before.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
I guess
I'm back again.
Katie made
I
it.
just wanted to
Margaret
give
made a
you
friend.
the rundown on what's going on. Like you heard at the beginning of the video, it's just been pretty chaotic lately. Me working 2 jobs and Foxy Babe being unwell. She's been to all kinds of doctors and through all kinds of tests and whatnot, but she's hanging in there.
Hold on, so we have at the moment on this screen here, not knowing what you're saying, but like on the screen here, I'm wondering, because it seems like we've got Baby, we've got Angel with a camera, so I'm guessing those like the actual Foxy sisters rather than like their in-universe characters, because we also have Nick in the corner here, and Sugar as well. Is Sugar another one of the sisters, a distant cousin?
A real life person?
Yeah, potentially.
Because I think these are the real people
Girlfriend of Angel, I don't know.
counterparts showing off the merchandise. I mean, first there's merchandise.
Yeah, that's probably what they're doing, but yeah, I'm not not entirely sure.
Like if you look above it, it says check out our merch.
I guess if I used self-insert characters, then I would probably also use them to help promote merchandise because I can just model them myself. That kind of works.
The love and support that she needs, and I want to thank you guys for showing her the love and support that she needs also. It's been fantastic. That also brings me to my next thing. I know that
Still
you guys
can't
really
hear him.
enjoy this series, and you always want more videos of it and whatnot, but it might not be out as soon as it has been lately. This episode is probably a perfect example of that, but we will be trying our best to get them out when we can. Other than that,
Yeah, I think there was like a month-ish gap between this episode, where there's usually like a week or two from the previous ones.
Keep you guys
Yeah,
updated on
I
what's
think I
going on.
know what he's saying. He's saying that, hey, baby, like, the Foxy sister, who plays Baby, has been, sick for a while and is going through a bunch of medical tests.
Yeah.
So,
No, I understand that part. Yeah, it's just I mean, yeah, just for like added context. Yeah, this episode did in fact have that gap, and I think some of the other ones might have done too, because yeah, we're on like some of the more recent uploads on here. Yeah, we're still in 2018. I'm pretty sure. So we are nearing the end at least of the production. Whether or not it was the intended end of the story is another matter, but I guess we'll see soon enough. Probably, unless this doesn't really quite work in when I'm in Galicia, because then I will probably leave this until I come back, so I can get at least a bit better streaming quality. Even though this episode's been like jumping back and forth.
Another thing that I wanted to touch base on is that if you want to stay up to date with us and what we have going on and whatnot, I would suggest joining the Discord, the Foxy Nation Discord.
I assume that Discord is probably a little bit like out of date now, so in case someone's like, "Oh, hey, I'll hop in there and see what's been cooking," it's probably going to be all archive stuff by this point.
Link is in the description.
It's probably going to be archive stuff. You never know.
Also,
there
if you
could
have
be people kicking around in there.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, Josh likes to do deep dives, so potentially at some point, yeah.
Send us.
Link in the description to the video with their description in it, and that's where the Discord server is.
Here in the US, the details for that are also in the description. You can draw a picture or whatever if you feel like it, or write the sisters a nice letter and send it to my P.O. box, and then I will pass it on to them once I receive it from you guys. Another thing that we have going on is Patreon.
It's actually kind of a decent idea, instead of like having to send like digital art or something, so you have to like, either scan it in or just take a picture of it somehow and do some of the quality. Yeah, just like send the physical piece. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
More details about that also in the description, and all the rewards that you can get for that are also on the Patreon website. Passion merch. Link for that is also in the description. Foxy Sisters merch also down there. A bunch of stuff in the description. Just take a moment to peruse the description after you're done listening to me talk about it. Anyways, thanks guys for watching this episode, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.
And that's the last of our AFMAO updates there. So yeah, there are 2 more episodes after this. I'm not sure if this is going to end up, wrapping up somehow, or whether or not they decide they intend to do more and they decide halfway through, oh hey, this will be cancelled or something. Not entirely sure at the end of there, but either way, we've got to focus on this episode for right now. So, pros and cons for this episode.
This episode was, I don't know. I think the month-long gap benefited this episode. There was a little more quality than showcased in the previous episodes, but it was also kind of on the same scale. There wasn't really a big improvement, and there were a lot of out-of-sync moments.
I guess it kind of does show what things were decided on because of the lack of like being a rush production versus lack of knowledge of how to fix the errors, or even if they are errors to begin with.
Like, I think some of it was also kind of rush production, because if the main character, aka Baby, cannot get her own voice lines in, then obviously parts of production are going to be one and done because they can't do it again.
Yeah. I'm surprised as far as like Baby's voice goes, because we heard a sick Foxy Baby in like a previous episode actually, but then where she's in like very much out of it voice wise, but in these episodes, yeah, not so much. I think it was actually fitting out the same episode where we had like Baby like actually like at the top of her lungs like lashing out at Ant, which I thought at the time might have been part of the reason that the voice was so hoarse in the actual in the outro. But yeah, that depends on like how far apart those things are recorded. But yeah, in this case, yeah, I know we're getting to this, Josh. What could have been done better with the episode? Well, probably a lot of the usual stuff, actually. You know, cinematography, you know, the auto tuning ruining a bunch of the takes again, but mostly at this time the rap stuff, because with rap songs you don't need as much auto tuning because essentially what you're doing is, you know, using your normal speaking register most of the time, so then you wouldn't need to like focus on the particular notes as much because it's, you know, it's got other speech. That's what separates it from other types of singing. So yeah, having that one consistent effect probably not ideal. Also, putting the music together, especially for like the group productions where you need to do at that point is, you know, sync them up to each other. Probably that's usually, ideally, this is where Beanie Boy would say, you know, just like do a bunch of takes until you're like able to do it. But because it's like a remote production, then I would suggest, you know, clipping out, you know, the parts where nothing's happening in the audio takes, and that way you're able to sync everything up with each other. Gets more complicated when you're harmonizing, but in this case they didn't do any harmonies, so it didn't really affect anything. The general thing that this episode was lacking a lot was passion. You know, Foxy Babe aside, everyone else, not sure what was happening, but again, the energy in this one, I guess a lot of the people were new. Maybe it was like their first time with this, but also it was not the first time, you know, being, you know, with like the Foxys were like directing, so I'm not really give them too much slack for this. But yeah, everyone seemed to be lacking passion as far as like, you know, actually, you know, the pitching ideas that they had, or shutting things down, or anything at all for that matter. Especially Katie, for crying out loud. She's had, that's like another outburst that she's had now, where it just doesn't feel like her heart is in it whatsoever. So I guess you're gone.
Like, my lacking passion has been a problem for the last few episodes.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely getting worse as it goes on.
Yeah. Now I think about it, you know, we've established like the whole head and chest voice thing. It's weird how like Baby actually belted more in this episode after the reveal that she's sick than in the previous episodes where she was, you know, healthy and able to do so. I guess she realized way too late that, hey, there's a difference between like, you know, your head and chest voice, and how there's a little bit of like there's a range that one can hit in both of those, and that's the one you kind of need to be in. I guess, you know, another comparison, so we're talking about, since Tiz Bond was here, and we mentioned this before, the cast out cover that Bond did, where the chorus of that was done entirely in chest voice, also confirmed now because Bond said that they don't use their head voice to belt anything. Whereas in the original version with Eli, it was done with the head voice, and it was a little bit more operatic. But that's why opera singers were trained for years and years in order to make sure they can actually project within that particular range, and also use their entire bodies anyway. So it's not even there at that point. It's not just the head voice anymore. So that's why that didn't quite work in that instance. But yeah, everyone could tell the difference immediately when they listened to that version. So those who've seen already, those who haven't, what are you doing? Go ahead and go to Bond's channel and watch that. So I think that was kind of it. And also, it's interesting because like in the episode of Summer Party, I was thinking like, oh, there's a lot of stuff they mentioned, like the assemblies and things. You know, where's the stuff about the musical? And this one, I'm thinking, you know, got the musical stuff, where's stuff about the Summer Party now? We shouldn't have like had. It seems like this series does not really have like A plots and B plots that often. It's more so, you know, one episode has one plot, that episode has a different one, and then we'll like, you know, go back and forth between those. Sort of, if you know, you combine two episodes together, you would get like an A plot and B plot with each other, but in this case, not really. And that wouldn't work logistically for a number of reasons, because the characters are featured in both, but that's the general principle. But yeah, in this case now, it's like, well, all the stuff we established in the Summer Party that seemed to be, you know, gearing up towards like a new plan, and now we've just done that again. It's like, well, no, they've also done that, and now the new plan is gearing up once again. We're in the exact same situation we were a few episodes ago, and all that's changed is that we've met new random people, and the musical's going about Minecraft now. That's kind of it. So yeah, that's what could have been done better with this episode. More stuff versus the previous episode, and passion, and the other stuff I mentioned. So,
ironically, for a show called My Passion, it's a losing passion.
I mean, to some extent, it didn't have that much to begin with. Sometime in the middle, it picked up, and now it's like going back down to the levels it was at the beginning. Maybe because of the new people and they're not used to it, or whatever. Not entirely sure. It's a shame we don't get to see a lot of the other people involved in this. Like, you think that some people would be like, especially because wasn't Ant supposed to be involved in the musical because he didn't have enough like extra credits or something? Because this was a show like the meeting to discuss things. Maybe that would have been too much tension. It would have been as good a song if, he had been right at his throats or something. Who knows, really? I guess we'll find out next time. There's the thumbnail for that matchup paper.
Next time.
Yeah, next time on this thing that we're doing or whatever it is. So yeah, please leave a like or dislike, because your opinion matters. That's already. And on that note, until next time, farewell.
Farewell.